You want to, oh, okay.
Hey folks, good morning. Sorry I'm a little bit late here. I was actually just cooking breakfast for my mom. So today is the first episode of the Closer's Den. So this is something that I'm planning on doing moving forward. Still haven't confirmed exactly how often I want to do it, but for now I'm looking at doing it every Tuesdays and Thursdays, where I will invite another closer like Brandon over here, and I'll have a special guest every episode. So in that way, you guys get a different flavor of how to close deals. So like I said, you get a little bit of flavor and see which one resonates with you the most. So today is really just going to be Brandon and I just making calls, taking turns one by one. He makes a call, and then I'll make a call, and vice versa. And then at the same time, Brandon and I will be helping each other out as well, as far as comping these properties as well. So not only are we quote unquote competing, but we're also collaborating with each other and making sure that we get the right deal. That being said, for some of you folks that are new, that are watching, my name is Caesar. I've been doing this for over 13 months now, and I've done over $100,000 of assignment fees closed and funded in my first 12 months. So I'm just a regular guy who left the 9-to-5 grind to create freedom and legacy for myself and my family. And this channel, as you all know, is really there for whether you're a new wholesaler or seasoned, for us to be able to grow together and inspire each other, show you guys the good, the bad, the ugly, the wins, the losses, and everything in between. So it's all about growing together, inspiring each other to action. So no excuses, just moves. That said, I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Brandon. If you want to, it's been a while since you've been on here, bro. Like I've had some, new viewers, and love it if you introduce yourself.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? My name is Brandon Clark. Been wholesaling real estate for probably about maybe a year and a half. At first, I got into wholesaling a few years ago, actually. I didn't really know I was wholesaling. I got my real estate license. Didn't really like to show houses. It was kind of boring. Got on the sales team. Did cold calling for a little bit. Wasn't sure like what I was actually doing, like in hindsight. But was on a cool team here in San Diego, GG Homes. Was doing that for about probably 6 months. Then I kind of shifted because that was more like commission-based jobs. So I switched into tech sales. That was awesome. Got a job at HubSpot, Salesforce. So I was on the enterprise sales team. So, same verticals as far as like reaching out to the seller, building rapport, all that same stuff kind of transitions over. But yeah, I've been doing wholesale real estate. Started with sub 2, then, to kind of refine my skills, I joined RJ Bates's community, and that's just been basically gasoline on the fire as far as like closing skills and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm excited to be here. I kind of take a vacation for a little bit, kind of get back in the swing of things. So excited to get back on the horse and close some deals and just get some motivation and some wins.
Perfect.
Curious, Caesar, real quick. I was curious because we don't want to show our screen, but I created a double profit calculator. So I was thinking we could share that, and instead of the property address, I put name. Then like you're on the call. If you see this, I don't know what's easier, the chat or maybe this profit calculator that we could see and also share. And like, if you're on the call, I could be comping and all that stuff in the background. And like, if I find an ARV, I could text it to you, or I could put in the comping calculator. Wasn't sure.
Well, you can just put it on the calculator if you want. You don't have to share your screen with the property address. I mean, I trust you with your comping abilities. So if you just toss it on there and like what you think your ARV is, and like
here's let me see if I can share it with you. Let me make sure it's open. Anyone with the link? Copy a link. I might have to send a new link. Try that one.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool.
Because I was thinking, like, if you want to share this screen, it doesn't show any information. It just shows like we could put name or like Bob, so we know we're talking about your prospect Bob. And I put like notes in there and also motivation, because when we're on the phone, we only need ARV, rehab costs, and motivation. Yep. That's pretty much it, right?
Yep, absolutely.
So I was thinking that might be cool, whether, if you're on the call, then like, shit, I found ARV 300K, or I could put in this Google Doc if you want to share it and look at it, side by side, like Maverick and Goose,
Absolutely.
Sweet.
Absolutely. So let's get at it. Brandon, you want to make a quick first call? Because I just need to get my mom's
Yeah.
food out of the stove.
I did some.
And then we'll
I had,
go from
yeah, I
there.
have
What was
some
that?
old leads. I have some old leads from yesterday or the day before we went live that they didn't pick up. So I'll just call those new leads again. Let me
Nice.
turn on my property leads real quick too, or property leads, my speed lead. So we'll get some fresh leads in here too. So I'll turn that on real quick.
Sweet. And for today, and also for today, guys, I will be calling. I bought a bunch of, not bunch, what do you call it? I bought one of those packages right around Christmas time where it was $2 per lead on speed to lead. And so I ended up getting 205 speed to lead leads from West Virginia. And the reason why I chose West Virginia is because we've sold a few deals in the last few months in West Virginia and created some relationship with buyers there. So figured $410, even if I close one deal, when I say close, meaning close and funded, it will pay for itself and then some. So just invested $410 in West Virginia. So I'll be calling those and then we can go from there.
Sweet. So let me just go to my 5-hour follow-ups because those are people that didn't pick up the other day. So let me go to the next one. I'll put the address in the private chat.
Yep.
So you see it.
Absolutely.
Then I'll put the name. I'll put the name on the profit calculator. If they don't pick up, we'll just change the name.
Sweet. Yep.
Make this bigger.
And then also, Dre asked, can I hop on one of these in the future? Dre, absolutely, man. I'd be more than happy to have you as a guest on the Closers Den. Also, for some of you folks, I do this every day. So I'll do like a daily live seller calls. So for tomorrow, I'll do a daily live seller call. I'll be by myself. But at any given time, if any of you guys want to hop on and just have like a group of people on there, definitely hop on. The only thing I ask is to really just focus on dialing and income-driven activities. Obviously, there are times when we're going to stop and we're going to chat and we're going to talk about that particular property. I like to keep it to the minimum, so that way we just have more repetition. Because at the end of the day, like I said in the beginning, the channel is really to show people the good, the bad, and the ugly. And in order for us to close some deals, we got to go through that repetition. So if you guys are down with that, like absolutely, man, feel free to hop on anytime.
Then also, me and Caesar been chatting all week, and I think 2025 is just a game changer as far as momentum and mentality. So, before, we have our discussions and, we have a lot of downtime, but I think in 2025, I think Caesar and I are in the same boat as like, we'll make a call, after the call, we'll debrief what that person did good, bad, the ugly, run the numbers, like a quick debrief and just move on to the next one, like just action. Then back to the comment, to jump on here, Caesar's on board. I wanted to create the Closers Coliseum as another episode, kind of like the wholesale hotline. And I know I talked to John Looney today, and he's down. So for people that want to jump up here and test their skills, the Closers Coliseum is a collective that we're creating. Maybe a few days a week, Caesar, maybe 2 or 3 days a week or whatever. We'll see what everyone's schedule is, but that'll be your opportunity to like, we'll do some calls and like, okay, now it's for the guests and they could jump on, kind of like a Kill Tony episode where they could come in, test their skills. We dissect their skills, give them some tips, and we go to the next contestant. I think that'd be pretty cool too, just to get everyone fresh. But
Love it.
I put the address in the chat.
Yep.
Were you able to access the profit calculator on that one?
Yeah, should be good.
Okay, so let me move it.
Go ahead and make the call. And
okay, cool. So this one's Betty. Okay, so let me pull. So the first thing, of course, put in the Google Street View. We're not comping it at all. We're just kind of seeing what's going on. This area looks okay. Nothing stands out. No crackheads, no prisons, no train tracks, no double yellow, no freeways. So that's good. I'll put on Zillow just for a reference. Zillow. Okay, let's get the call in. Hopefully they pick up.
Yeah, it looks like it's got a nice multi-family next to it too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Betty Cooper. So Tess. Did you hear her ringing?
No. Oh, yeah, I hear it now.
Oh,
Hello, is this I was trying to get a hold of Betty.
talk louder.
I was trying to get a hold of Betty.
Yes.
Are you her husband?
Uh-huh.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, my name is Brandon Clark. I'm a real estate investor. I was calling about your guys' property in Cleveland. I saw that you or her might have put it on one of my websites that you're looking to sell. Are you guys still selling that property?
Am I looking to sell?
Yeah, the one off Bender Avenue. That's the property I have on file that you guys were looking to sell. Is that correct?
I'm not looking to sell.
Oh, maybe I got some wrong information. Do you live off Bender Avenue?
I don't.
Oh, did Betty go on a website and I'm just making sure I'm talking to the right person. So do you own any real estate?
Yep.
Okay. But it's not off Bender Avenue?
Right.
Okay. The property you do own, you said you're not looking to sell or you are? Maybe I could look that one up.
Or not.
Okay. Well, yeah, if anything changes, let me know. Maybe I have some bad data on my end, but you have a great day. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. That's refund.
Perfect.
Okay. So I'll do my notes, but
Yeah.
come back and talk. I'll just do my notes so I can go to the next one.
Yep, absolutely. Brandon, I'll toss in this one that I'm about to call, just in case he answers. You would be able to comp it with me. Oh, actually, I got to take this call because this is a deal that we're gonna get close and funded next week. So give me a second.
I'll just write my notes.
Mariel,
Hey, man.
hey buddy, you're on live, by the way, just in case. I don't know if you want to.
Cool.
Okay, cool. So how did it go?
Yeah, I just got the phone with the realtor. He sent the email to my son saying that the seller, that they wouldn't budge. So I gave him a call. I gave another call. Just got the phone with him. I'm like, hey man, it's kind of weird that they didn't go down even a little bit. I mean, how did the conversation? How did you deliver it? He was like, well, for one, they weren't happy that you guys didn't put any earnest money down. And two, they're already taking a loss because they bought it for higher than what they're selling for you for. And every time he said every time they get a request to lower the bid, they got to get that approved. He's like they're almost like a bank, And I was like, but did you go to bat for us? I mean, you're our agent too. He's like, yeah, I went to bat for you. I went to bat for you. That's why you got it as low as you got it. So, we didn't put any earnest money down. So.
Well, we already have the earnest money in, right?
Yeah. Well, we didn't.
Well, it doesn't matter who does it. The earnest money's in.
It doesn't. Right.
So who gives a shit, right? Earnest money's in.
Right. But so.
Okay. I mean, it's up to you guys. If you guys want to take that at 41.5, then get it taken care of, and then we'll just close on it.
Yeah, I mean, the other option is make zero, right?
Yeah. Yep. A few K is better than 0K or no K.
Right, exactly.
Exactly. So then go talk to your realtor. Be like, okay, we'll close it at this. That's fine. But just make sure you don't pay the realtor anything. I mean, that's going to be between you guys because because I'm definitely not going to give up any of my fee for the realtor. Screw that. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. We can skip tracing, call straight to the seller and take him out.
Right. I think it's like a bank situation. I doubt if we can do that. I'm sure he got more properties. But yeah, just close it out and move to the next. Close it out and just move to the next year.
Yeah. So then you need to get an amendment signed for the title company, and then if you're supposed to pay the realtor, then you need to include an amendment of just say seller pays realtor fees. That's it. Do you get what I mean?
Oh, have Sylvia have
You
seller paid it. Yeah.
yes.
I mean, he might not. I'll ask. I don't know if he'll go for that, but
Yeah, well, I mean, just tell them the truth, right? Like here's the situation. We have no margins here. So why would I pay you anything if you can't even do your job to lower the price from 41.5?
Right.
You want commission, then get it lowered. Right? Hey, just like what you told me, right? Something's better than nothing. So you need to go tell that realtor you're going to get commission from the seller. 2K is better than no K. So you want to put this up on the market for another 90 days, or you want to get paid today?
Okay. Right.
You know, because at the end of the day, Marielle, like if you have to pay the realtor, you're going to have to pay the realtor. It's not going to come off of our fee because we did everything we did on the dispo side. You got to take care of your acquisition side. You understand what I mean?
Right. Okay. Let me call him back.
All right, cool, man. Bye. All right, guys. Sorry that I kind of took it off what we were supposed to do for a second there.
I think I got a new lead that just came in.
Oh, you want to call it? Go call it.
Yeah. Let me make sure before I close this. All right. Get refund. January 2nd picked up his house, but not for sale. No flow. Refund. Okay, so let's go to the next one. It should have been zapped to my CRM. God damn it, it didn't work. Okay, let's see. So this lead just came in a couple minutes ago. Details. I don't know why it didn't get uploaded. Let's see here. Okay, let's add the lead. I'll send you the address real quick.
Sure.
Copy.
And after you make this call, I'll be prepared for the next one.
So that's that one. Let me just. It should have zapped my CRM, but I got to do this manually real quick. Joseph, give me a second.
Out in Massachusetts, huh?
Email. I was thinking about buying 1 or 2 leads a day too, like exclusive, and see how that flow goes. All right, so got name, phone number, email. Now I just need the address. Boom. Okay, let's put in the CRM. There's a fucking address. Street address. Here we go. Boom. So let me change the calculator so we know who we're talking about. Okay, so this one's Joseph. Okay. So let's pull it up on Street View real quick. Boom. Street View looks like, I think you said multifamily. It's like some row houses, good neighborhood. Okay, let's see here. Zillow real quick for reference. Okay, so that's estimate is 1 million. Okay, that's good.
Yep.
Let's call them.
Is this a duplex or is this a single? Well, go ahead and call it.
Yeah, let me see here.
I'll
I don't like
listen.
to look at the notes. I don't like to look at the notes. But
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and call, dude. I'll listen. No worries. My bad.
So this one's Joseph K. Can't find them. Okay. It's weird. I'm loading. Okay, here it is.
Hi, this is Joe. Sorry, I missed your phone call.
Okay, let's call again.
Hello,
Hello, Joseph.
who's calling?
Yeah, Joseph, this is Brandon Clark. I was calling about your property. I saw that you just entered it on my website or something like that you're looking to sell. Is that still correct?
Yeah, you've called me twice already. I've given you a number. You keep calling that you're going to give me an offer. So if you don't have an offer, just hang up.
That's not me. That's someone possibly on my team. But how much were you looking to get so I can make this quick?
All right. Take me off your list. You're not a serious buyer.
How much do you need?
Third time now. No, this is the third time you've called me about the property. The third time you've asked me for a price. The third time you say you'll get back to me in 24 hours.
Sir,
Don't call me again.
I've never spoken to you ever.
I'm only dealing with serious buyers. You're not a serious buyer.
I've never,
okay?
This is my first time talking to you. How much are you looking to get for the property?
Have a great day. I'm going to sell it to somebody. I can't trust you.
I've never spoken to you, sir, ever. How much are you looking to get? Okay, refund. Let's see here. God, these leads are getting annoying. Okay, quick notes.
It happens.
Yeah. So,
It's game. All right, I'll give my guy a call while you take notes.
Okay, get refund. Sounds not exclusive at all. Let me type in your refund. How would you handle it? I think I said, hey, I never talked to you before. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I would have handled it a little bit. I would have handled it exactly the same way. I might have, maybe I might have not been, I don't know if you noticed, but you were a little bit confrontational because you were mirroring him, right? Which that makes sense. But the only little different style that I might have done differently would have been like, which is what you were trying to do. I just would have softened my, I would have just softened my voice. That's all.
Yeah.
No big, like not a big, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll put them in a 7-day auto SMS, tag refund.
Yep.
Follow up.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice. Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 863 available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Charles. Good morning. Caesar here. Looks like you're looking to sell your property out in West Virginia. Give me a call back when you get this. Love to chat with you. I do buy properties out in that area. and I'm looking to buy this month. So give me a call back, 415-579-3026. I'll send you a quick text as well, okay? Thanks. Right into my campaign drip, baby.
Mm-hmm. I'm just making sure my flows are like, I changed my CRM to kind of make it like super basic, like follow up or not follow up. Like there's only 2 buckets.
Yep. If you don't have one next, I have one locked and loaded. I can make you a call. Yeah.
Before I was gonna turn the leads back on.
Okay, cool.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hi, Claire. Good afternoon. Caesar here. I'm calling about the property on Hampton Drive. Looks like you're looking to sell that property. I'm an investor and I'm looking to buy in that neighborhood. When you get a chance, give me a call back, 415-579-3026. I'll send you a quick text as well, okay? Thank you and Happy New Year. Bye-bye. Oh, one thing I do want to point out for some of you folks that are watching, maybe that are new, when you guys do get a lead, like for example, this person's name, she wrote it down as Clarissa, but her email address says Claire. So if you have a CRM or if you do like a campaign drip, I don't know about you, Brandon, but I always put whatever they put on their email address because that's their nickname. And the reason why I do that is because when they get a text, as like any of us, when we get a text, what happens? Like you get a notification that goes across your screen. So I want someone to say, hey, Claire, instead of hey, Clarissa, because I'm pretty sure all of her friends and family call her Claire versus Clarissa. So a little something that can get your hit rate a little bit, that increase your hit rate.
Totally. Okay, let me turn the leads back on. So that one get a refund.
For you folks that are watching while we're making calls, drop any questions on the chat, any feedback if you guys would have done a little differently. Also, since we're in the new year, I'd love to hear from you guys as far as what your goal is for 2025 in regards to wholesaling or real estate. That would be great.
Sweet. Okay, let's call. Let me call this guy. This was a possible sub 2 from the other day.
Nice.
Hi, have you reached Sridhar? Please leave your name and number. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hello, Sidar. This is Brandon Clark. We chatted the other day about possibly buying your house and maybe taking over your mortgage. I wanted to see what you and your wife talked about to see if this might be a good solution. I'll send you that video that goes over what creative financing is and see if it's a good fit for you. Give me a call back if you're interested. Thanks. Have a great day. I think he's calling me actually. Hello, this is Brandon.
Hi, Brandon. This is Maricela, and I'm calling with Hunter Thompson. The reason for my call is we wanted to know we're going to see you at the event in February.
What event?
Raise Fest, Raising Capital. Question: Are you currently looking to raise capital?
No, I'm good. Thank you so much, though. I'm working right now, but I appreciate the call.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Fucking waste my money.
All right, I'm gonna call. Do you have one to call, or you want me to call?
No, I gotta text this guy.
Okay, cool.
Pick up.
Hello, this is Peggy. Leave me a message. Hello, this is Peggy. Leave me a message. Leave me a phone number, and I'll call you back. After you have finished your message, just hang up. Or to hear more options, please press 1.
Hi, Peggy. Good afternoon. Caesar here. I'm calling about your property on Johnson Road. Looks like you're looking to sell that property. I am a buyer, and I'm looking to buy in that area. When you get a chance, give me a call back, 415-579-3026. I'll go ahead and send you a quick text as well, just in case that's easier for you, okay? Thank you. Appreciate it, and Happy New Year. Bye-bye.
So Friday call didn't receive. Can we go to the next one? Send. So this one's no pickup from the other day. If they pick up, I'll just drop the address. Joe.
Yeah, go for it, Brandon.
Hello?
Hello, is this Joe?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Joe, this is Brandon Clark. I was calling you about your property. I think you put on one of my websites that you're looking to sell, the one in Coconut Creek. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Awesome. Let me pull it up real quick. Let's see here. Pull the address. So, Joe, how much are you looking to get for that property?
At least 500,000. But the numbers don't work. You know, I'm flexible. Essentially, in that area, there's nothing for sale within a mile of my property because it's pretty much hard to connect it to the Stable Park area. So, on the outskirts of within that mile radius, everything's going for 700,000, regardless if it has a pool or not. Now, my brother-in-law walked through the house. I was trying to sell it to him. You know, I told him, you know, just need the roof, AC system, and just, you know, polish it. And he insists that he wants to do a full renovation of everything. Bathrooms, because it had 3 bathrooms. 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. There's a space for a 4th bedroom. He wants to do everything, so he's looking to do, you know, $150,000 for renovation. So his number's coming up a little bit, you know, 4 stitches.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever works. I'm flexible.
So you're saying, how come you, tell me what you got going on? Why are you looking to sell the property? It looks like a nice area, a good neighborhood. What has you?
Universal Insurance Company,
Mm-hmm.
and they told me without a new roof, my insurance is going to increase, and that was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So since that time, it went from 4,000 to 19,000. So that's universal. Even if I went to Citizens right off the bat, the way it is, would charge me 15,000.
Mm-hmm.
Between that, empty nest, the kids are out of the house, HOA every other month, they cut the grass, cut the prom, power wash the sidewalk, power wash the roof. Listen, I'm just tired of it because I'm a general contractor myself,
Mm-hmm.
and for a living, I renovate people's properties and build additions. When I go home, you think I can do anything? No.
Mm-hmm.
I'm exhausted. So you know what? I just want to cut, run, step into a condo. The wife's not happy with it because we have 2 dogs, and one of the dogs, nobody's going to take a pit bull in the condo association area.
Yeah.
But that's between me and the wife.
Yeah.
I'll figure that out.
So you're looking, okay. So you're looking to kind of downsize a little bit too. So you said it was a 3-bedroom, 3-bath on Zillow.
And it has space.
Like,
it has space for a 4th bathroom. I mean, a 4th bedroom.
Okay, and it's about, I see on here it's about 2,100 square foot. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, 21. Okay, great. So you're talking about the roof and the AC. So if I bought this property, what would I have to fix or repair to get like a new renter in there? Because I usually do long-term rentals. So if I bought this property, what would I have to do to it? So I could figure out like cost and everything.
At least 60,000.
Okay.
I already got a quote for a roof because it has concrete tiles. I got a quote for 30,000. Another quote for shingles 3-dimensional was I think 17,000. It already has intact windows. I don't have the full credit for intact windows, but the insurance company wants me to replace the garage door. So brokers can come in and either repair it or replace it for $2,400.
Mm-hmm.
Needs a water heater. Also, the insurance company switched up from Security Federal. They didn't want those panels, but I got to challenge it. In the last 6 years, they said, no challenges. We don't want no challengers.
Mm-hmm.
So, an electrical panel, 2,500.
Okay.
And if you work with a GC in the area, you can get it done for 1,500 with a permit.
Okay, so the roof, the electrical panel needs, okay. As far as the condition inside, like, does it need new flooring? Is it pretty modern, or is it okay to just get a renter in there, you think?
I think it's dated.
Okay.
Everybody tells me it's dated. So that's why my brother-in-law wants to spend $150,000.
Okay.
Do 3 new bathrooms and a new kitchen. And I said, the kitchen you just need a countertop. It's excellent cabinet. You need a countertop because it was laminate. And my wife keeps taking pots off the stove and putting it on the laminate, and you know what happens.
Oh yeah, kind of little soft spots, huh? Yeah.
It bubbles up. I was like, crap.
Okay, let me see. I'm just trying to calculate. So in that area, I see houses selling for, so you said 3-bedroom, 3-bath. Just trying to find a comparable. I see some selling for like $580 right next door to you. There's one that sold for $530 off 50th Street. Does yours have a pool or no pool?
No pool. No pool.
Okay, no pool. So I'm thinking, that area, if I fixed up your property, it could be worth, I'm thinking, depending how much money I put into it, maybe $650.
650 is reasonable without a pool.
Yeah.
In 2024, nothing increased in price. Maybe with this new presidency, it's going to go back to a 10% increase per year.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. So you hold on to it for 5 years, you're in a good spot.
Yeah, I got my partner looking at some numbers too, and so as far as rehab, you're looking at, you said around 60K. Your property is 2,100 square feet, so let me type that in there. So 60K. I'll be more conservative. I'll probably put like 65, 70. Just because I want to run my numbers to see if it's a good, fit for me. Then, if my numbers look good, I can see where I could come up to 65, 1, 2, 3. Let's see here. How soon are you trying to sell the property? Are you in a rush to sell, or you got time to kind of sit and wait for your price?
I'm not going to sit anymore. Since December of last year, when one of my clients came in my last 33%, I told the wife, we're going to sell. And since then, I've been real busy. I work to exhaustion, come home, and I don't do anything on the repair. Roof, water heater, never got to it. It's come to the point where I'm like, it's a distraction.
Have you?
I'm sorry. What was your question?
Oh, just figuring out, like, a lot of sellers I talk to, they need to sell right away. So I could do a cash offer, but some of them have time to sit on the market and, wait for an agent. So I'm just kind of running the numbers to see, if it would be a good fit, because, I'm an investor. So, I need to make sure the deal makes sense for me, but also you. So if I fix up this property, it could be worth 650 and up. Repairs, I'm looking at least 65K. You're looking to get 500. So let me put that in the calculator. Yeah, 500 is kind of hard on a cash. Let me see where I need to be, just so what if I'm paying all the closing costs, there's no inspections, there's no repairs on your end. You basically just net whatever is offered to you. You don't have to pay all that closing costs and agent commission.
You don't have to sell me on that.
Yeah.
I know.
So let me see here. See where I need to be. So you're looking to get 500. Let's see what 450 looks like. Let's see, 450. 450 is a little thin. And that was the offer I think you said your brother was asking.
Yeah.
Okay, so 450. There's barely any meat on the bone for me. Let me see what 420 would look like. Let's see. Because I'm going to come in there, rehab the property. I got my holding costs. So for me to help you sell this property and be done with it and not to put on the market, I would have to be around, if the rehab's around 65K, I would have to be around 420.
It's actually so far a little bit higher than my brother-in-law. If he's serious, I'm going to go with him.
Correct. Yeah.
If he's not serious and he's coming and hoeing and whatever, then I want to follow up with you.
Yeah, of course. And do you have a mortgage on this property, or are you paid cash for it? It's all free and clear.
I have a mortgage.
Okay. So that 420, would that pay off the mortgage? Like, would you profit off of that for that offer?
It would. It just wouldn't leave me enough to even step into a condo.
I gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Have you guys found the condo you're looking for? Like, have you put offers on or anything like that? Or
no offers, but I printed out a dozen and showed my wife yesterday.
Okay.
So I see condos from Lantana, Boynton, Delray, and Deerfield.
Okay. I see some photos on Zillow. A lot of times these are old photos, but the inside, like you said, looks dated, but I don't see much going on as far as anything bad. So would you say the photos on Zillow is a good reflection of the current condition?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, for instance, it has a popcorn ceiling.
Okay.
Popcorn ceiling is disgusting to everybody.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Just maybe
So,
get in
yeah,
there, scrape it, make it a little bit more modern.
Exactly.
Okay, so I need to be around 420. That's kind of the numbers where I feel confident, where I could send you an offer. If it looks good for you and your wife, you sign it. Then what it would look like is I would send my team out there just to verify the property. Once we get a signature saying, hey, we agree to pay X price, we get that signature, I send you the contract. I send my team out there, we verify the condition. It's not like a full-on inspection like you would selling it on the market, like with the banks and the appraisers and all that stuff. It's just to confirm, make sure there's no holes in the attic, no crackheads no crack labs in the basement, no meth labs. So, once everything looks good to go, we will push forward and open up escrow and continue the sale process. Were you looking for a specific date to be out of the property so I could write up this contract? And do you need a lot of time or a little bit of time? Because I could either put 30 days on there.
30 days is reasonable.
Okay. Let me see here. Let me make sure I have your email. Let me see here. I don't see an email in here. Let me write it down. Is this your cell phone?
Yes, it is.
Okay, let me shoot you a text real quick so you have my phone number and you could reply back with your email and I could send you that agreement. Is your wife on the deed as well, or is it just you on the deed?
Just me.
The reason I ask is usually, whoever's on the deed, I have to send a contract to. So if it was you and your wife, I would send separate emails, one for her, one for you. But if it's just you on the deed, I could just go ahead and send a contract for you, but you guys could both look it over. Let me send you a message right now. Let me see here. Joe Young. Where you at? I'll send you a message so you got my info. Then you could send me your email back. Are you and your wife going to be free a little bit later today to look over the numbers and see?
I labor, so I'll probably get home around 7 this evening. Wife, she gets home a little bit later. I'll look at it first before even showing the wife. But like I said, my brother-in-law does have an offer.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little bit higher. Last we spoke, he's at 450.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. I
appreciate you having that offer.
Yeah.
You're my second option. Other than that, I have not farmed myself out. I haven't listed no agents. I haven't even listed it, for sale by owner.
Yeah, of course. And of course, going the agent route, you'll get more money, but you have to deal with a lot of drama. It might be sitting on the market. The buyer might want you to fix this and this and this, and they'll nickel and dime you. So
of course, everybody's gonna have a mortgage, and that bank they're gonna say, no, this you gotta do this, you gotta do that.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, that makes sense. And did you get my text message I sent you? Did that go through?
I didn't hear anything on my phone, but I'll definitely program your name into my phone since we get off. What is your name again?
Brandon Clark. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let me see here. And I'll type in your email. Let me see here. Let me pull up my email calendar. What's your email? And I'll just type it into, and I'll confirm with you. So after we hang up, I'll run the numbers again just to make sure, but I'll work on a contract today and I'll send it over to you to check it over. Then I can follow up tomorrow or the next day to see, what you and your wife were, looking to do, and we could go from there, see if it looks good for you.
I Appreciate it, man.
Awesome, Joe.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll talk soon. I'll work on that contract and I'll send it over. And once I do, I'll send you a text message.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. Take care. Talk soon. Okay, so I should have just written the contract out. Just a little salty right now. Okay, so let me look over the notes real quick. I got his email. The numbers look pretty good. He doesn't sound that motivated though, but you never know. Okay, let me see here. So let me fill in all the data. Where's this email? Email is Comcast.net.
Brandon,
Here you go.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
No, on your calculator you have me as view only, so I couldn't input anything.
Oh, let me try to change it real quick. So view editor.
If you
Okay.
want, okay, cool.
So let me put it in the private chat. Because I saw your screen there, but I was like, oh, that's different. Then I didn't want to get too distracted, but
Yes, 100%.
does it work now? You could let me get rid of the last name. There you go. You could share this screen too. We could kind of go over the numbers together.
Oh yeah, I can definitely do it now. Want me to go?
And
Want me to share it
I'll
right now?
transfer it. Yeah, sure. And I'll transfer it to my calculator for my records.
Where do I go?
January 2nd. Say op.
I think it's showing now.
Yeah,
Yep.
send cash offer. Talk with his wife.
So did you see the picture? Does he have pictures of his current property?
It shows on Zillow.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I did not see that. I just looked for comps.
Yeah. In that neighborhood, I see like a 5. Like I didn't really dig in, but I see a 587, 675, 650.
Yeah, the last link that I sent you, if you
Mhm.
look, it's only like a couple of blocks away from him. Pretty
Mhm.
very
Oh.
similar. And it got sold. It got sold this like a couple of days ago on December 30th.
Mhm.
Or 647.5.
Okay, so what's RARV? RARV is 650.
650, yeah. But this one has a pull though. His doesn't.
Yeah.
So
So I offered 420. Let me see here.
I think you can still do 650.
Yeah, and I could always come down after condition, but
Yeah.
let me see. Follow up, yes. Deal score high. He's a GC. Okay, I'll look over the notes. I'll do all these notes later, but I just want to make sure I'm in the right. So 650 repairs. I put 665K. Contract price to seller 420. Wholesale fee 15K.
Yep.
That's 420. The numbers look good, right? 72K profit, 11%.
Yeah, that's not bad. Even if the only thing that, once again, it's just what I'm doing for 2025, right? So this one I would just have 25 on my wholesale fee.
Yeah, just to have that buffer.
I would have 25 or 30 at the most, just so that I have that buffer zone.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because if I have 25 or 30 on there, now I have $10,000 to $15,000 buffer zone on mine, and then another 10 to 15 from the seller.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only difference. But otherwise, yeah, absolutely, dude. That was an awesome call.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
And he's waiting for someone at 460.
He wants 5, but I said that won't work. His brother said 450.
Oh, his brother's gonna buy it off of him.
Yeah. So offer made. Okay. Offer made. Okay. Cool.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and make another call unless You have
Yeah,
anything
go for it. I'm just
about?
doing my
You're just doing your
my,
notes.
debrief notes. Yeah,
Cool.
sweet.
Please leave your message for
Hello.
Yes. Hello. May I speak with Zach?
This is.
Hey,
Who am I
Zach.
speaking with?
Yeah, Zach. Good afternoon. My name is Caesar, and I'm calling about your property on Creekside Lane. Are you by any chance still looking to sell that property?
You're a day late, almost sure, buddy. Just,
Oh man. Well, congratulations. That's a great way to greet the new year.
yes, sir.
That is awesome. And hey, if you don't mind me asking, was it closed and funded, or you just got under contract?
No, it's all closed. It's completely done. We
Oh,
closed on it about a week ago.
wonderful, wonderful. Well, hey man, that's the main goal. So I'm very happy for you. Just curious, would you by any chance have any other properties you're looking to sell?
Not in anytime soon. Maybe in the next year or so.
Okay, wonderful. Well, if you don't mind, if you feel free to keep my information on your contact list. I am a fellow investor, and I always look for other properties to buy as well.
Sounds good, man. Appreciate it.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
Thanks, man.
Too
Profit
late.
calculator link.
Oh.
It's hard to get back in the flow, like my notes.
Yep.
4517. Okay. So that's profit calculator link. So that one's 650 ARV.
Hey, Brandon, I just got to take this call, so I'm going to put myself on mute.
You're good. I'll jump on the next one real quick. 650 ARV, 65 rehab. Contract price of seller was 420. 23. Make sure it looks good. 650. Yep. Copy. So I'm making sure I'm getting all my notes in because it's better to get on the record than finish it. Like write all the notes, write everything. So you don't always go back and forth, back and forth. So I got my quick notes, follow up, yes, deal score high. I got my notes. It's a GC brothers offer 450. We offer 420, no pool, 65K rehab, has mortgage, 30-day close, send contract. Motivation, tired homeowner, wants to get condo, wife has pit bull, downsize. I'm trying to make it a hobby, or not a hobby, but a thing to like, I always forget their motivation. So I always want to try to get the motivation on my notes because a lot of times you go through all these calls and you'll forget the motivation, and that's crucial. Price 420, asking price 500. Zillow estimates 615, ARV. Okay, so we're good. Let me create an opportunity for that one. So 5-hour follow-up. Okay, 5-hour opportunity, create opportunity. So work on contract. Cool. So we got one deal today that I'll send a contract out. Okay. Power flow. Tag active deal. Perfect. just want to confirm his email, so I'll send him a text to confirm his email, then I'll get on the next call. What's everyone working on today? Let's see here. Correct email, question mark, but yes, sir. Send. Okay, so let me make sure. So I got my contacts. Active deal. Okay, cool. Trying to get back in the flow. Sorry, guys. So follow up, active deal, 5-hour flow. Perfect. Okay, so next one. Okay, 5-hour flow. Okay. So I have all my short-term callbacks done. Go to my old leads now. Okay, here we go. Old leads. Let me check speed of leads, see if any new ones came in the last call.
All right, man, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just had to take care of some personal stuff. I see on the comment below from Jermaine, I'm looking for 350 plus properties. Yes, that's right. In order for me to get 20 plus. That being said, Jermaine, I mean, if I'm talking to someone from like West Virginia, right? Like most likely I'm not going to get a $20,000 fee. But in West Virginia, if I'm okay at getting $5,000, then what that means is that I'm going to offer when I see a $12,000 or $15,000 on my assignment fee on the calculator, right? It's like I got to give. What I'm saying is whatever market I'm working on, if I'm okay for 5,000, then I better have $10,000 on my assignment fee in my calculator. If I'm working in an area where I can only get 10,000, well, I better have $15,000 or more, right? And 350 plus, I got to put in $25,000, $30,000 on there. So in that way I have that buffer zone so that when I get beat up on the dispo side, I have some cushion to still make my, a considerable amount of assignment fee on there. All right,
Yeah, and usually for the lower end properties, it's hard to get a good assignment fee. But the property we bought in Philly was a low ARV. We converted to a duplex, so it's probably about a 250 ARV. And the wholesaler off the deal that we bought probably made like 30K. That's before we knew about wholesaling, but that wholesaler made a lot of money off of us, which is fine. We got a cheap deal. But yeah, that's because it just depends on the motivation. The motivation's high. You could go in for a higher fee, but it's all about the numbers. Do you really see a difference on the higher value versus lower value ARVs compared to the assignment fee? They're pretty much random sometimes.
Yeah. But I also understand what Jermaine was saying, right? Like if I'm in Toledo, Ohio, and it's a $60,000 block, it's hard for me to have a $25,000 assignment fee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's all relative, right? All right. Since I was off for a while, I'm gonna go ahead and make a call.
Okay. Go for it. And if they pick up, drop the chat.
Yep.
I'll erase the name.
Does not sound like it.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hi, Tamaria. Good afternoon. Caesar here. I'm calling about your property on Cuzzard Road. Looks like you're looking to sell that property. I'm an investor and I'm actually buying in that neighborhood. if you're still looking to sell, give me a call back. I'd love to chat with you. I do pay cash and I can close in 14 days. Feel free to give me a call, 415-579-3026, and I'll go ahead and send you a quick text as well, okay? Thank you.
Mhm. Okay, next one. Okay, no, so no new lead spot. Let me go to the next one.
I'm going to make another call if you don't mind, Brandon.
Yeah, go for it. I'm looking up the next call too.
Okay, cool.
Your call has been forwarded to an
Might be one of those days for me, Brandon.
All right.
You weren't here when I did my 12 days. Bro, on the
Mhm.
12th day,
Your
you can
call
ask
has
your
been
man.
forwarded to an automatic voice
It was
message.
Is
crazy.
it brutal?
404-803. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Anthony. Happy New Year. Caesar here. Calling about your property on Porchlight Lane. Looks like you're looking to sell that property. I'm actually an investor looking to buy in that area. When you get a chance, if you're still looking to sell, give me a call back. I'd love to chat with you. I am looking to buy this month. And if you're not, just shoot me a quick text so I can take you off my list. Okay? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Bye-bye. So, Brandon, I went on live for
Mhm.
freaking 12 hours.
That's a long time.
That's the longest time I've ever done.
Back to back to back to back to back.
No, it was just 12 hours straight. And
A lot of conversations, good ones.
I had a few conversations, but I was to go blank that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just one of those days.
The subscriber you are trying to reach is not available.
So this guy, Johnny,
You need a receipt, right?
let me call this guy again.
You need to have a receipt.
For what?
Remember, you get a new receipt from.
Receipt for what?
surgery.
Hmm.
Remember, you get a new one from your.
I think it's on your desk. Leave a message for this guy.
The subscriber you are trying to reach is not available. Please leave your message after the tone.
Hey, Johnny, it's Brandon Clark. I was calling you about your property. Saul, you texted me a few days ago on Christmas. Yeah, give me a call back. See if I could buy your house. I thought it would be sold by now, but give me a call back, 760-823-8311. Thanks.
Where would you? I don't see it on this.
Checking the folder.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I received it yet because it's it processed like.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message.
Hello? Hey, may I speak with Paul? Hello?
Yeah, who's this?
Oh, hey, Paul. Good afternoon, man. My name is Caesar. I'm actually calling about your property on Market Street out in Grafton. Are you by any chance still looking to sell that property?
Yes, I want to sell it. I've been trying to sell it. Every time I come to convention or something they sell, they get back to me, and I've had about 12 so far, and I've done that to me, not got back to me.
Oh, geez. And they never got back to you?
I would like to sell it.
Yep. Well, sorry you had to go through that. Well, I am a serious buyer. I am looking to buy in that area. So, how much are you looking to get for it?
Well, I was wanting 15 for it, but I'd take this over right now. I think so. I can do 10 and just get get a little bit of time for me to get my stuff out. And that's what I've been looking for. I've been trying to sell for over a year. So.
Got it. Okay. How much did you say you were getting cut out there?
Hang on just a second. Put you back my finger. I got it in there. Tell me. Well, I got 15 for it.
15,000? Did I hear you correctly?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to get out of it.
Okay.
It needs a lot of work to it, so.
Got it. So 1.5, right? 15,000?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Can you tell me what you got going on over there?
Well, these are cool. It's been leaking for a while. I got a few holes in the ceiling. Yeah. That's like that. I mean, like 2 rooms, I want to take off because they're coming apart. And I was just going to take work 2 rings off and fix one other ring there. So I'm going to try to get some ripping metal to put on the water.
Got it. Okay. So it needs a new roof. You said it needs a new roof, right? And it's been leaking. Got it. Okay. Sorry to cut you off there, but go ahead. Keep going.
I was looking about some reasonable price working the travel corner market spreads and keep strictly going uphill because it's right into the hospital.
Uh-huh.
That's not far from stores.
Got it. Okay. And you said you're currently living there right now. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm not there right there.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. And then and as far as you're concerned, I know you're living there right now. I mean, obviously, besides the roof leaking, if you don't mind me asking, why are you selling?
Mainly, I just want to get out of this. I want to get off that corner and get out of this. It's not very good here.
Got it.
Don't like it.
Just don't like it, huh? I got you, man. I've done a couple of those before. I'm like, oh, what did I get myself into? I got to get the heck out of here. You know? So let me ask you, I mean, if we make a deal here, I mean, what's the ideal timeline for you? What would you like to accomplish?
About as soon as I can. I mean, like I said, I'd like to sell it and just have enough time to get my personal stuff out of the house, because right now I don't get what I'm going to have to do right now is just get my stuff in the storage unit until I get a piece of ground and put a small house on it.
Got it.
Some of these, they go and they, like for garage and things like that, small 1 or 2 room places, and I just want to get something like that and get out of this town.
Got it. Okay.
Where I got the city up constantly.
Yeah. So if we close on it at the end of the month, is that enough time for you? I mean, I want to be reasonable. I want to make it as convenient as possible for you.
Yes, that would be all right.
That'll be all right. Okay. Well, couple of quick questions for you because I'm looking online right now for some properties that are being sold in the area and so forth. Just curious, if we were to get that property and we fix it, how much do you think I can sell it for after I fix it and modernize it?
It's a modernizer. I don't see any problem. You might be getting 35,000 out maybe. Like I say, it's right on the corner. And the road's kept clear all the time. It's easy to get in now, though. Like I say, it's right there on the corner of Market Branches.
Okay, so 35,000 is what you're thinking. And then can you?
Some I wouldn't see any problem getting that much for.
Okay, can you give me the what's the square footage in the bed and bath count? I just want to confirm.
Not sure. Well, it's 2-story house. I can give you about the outside dimensions of it. It's about 34 by 30. It's made like a L, like two houses stuck together.
Got it. Okay.
But yeah.
It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, correct?
Yes.
So it's 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Got it. Okay.
Bathroom each floor.
So online it's showing that it's 1872 square feet. So just shy of 1900. That sounds about right. Would you say?
Yeah, I'm not real good at, figuring out square feet and stuff like that.
Yeah. I got you. One last question for you. How much do you think I can rent that place out for once I fix it?
Well, if you fix and rent it, well, I know places that it's not got. Okay, I'll tell it to you like this. My son rented a bath and 2 or 3 room apartment, and he's paying $750 a month. And that's a small one, so I wouldn't see you having any problem of getting that much a month. That's about what rent's going for around here. Sometimes a lot higher.
Yeah. So we're probably looking at what, $1,200 is what I can rent it out for?
You can probably do that, but I'm not, like I said, I'm just telling you, I'm sure you could get at least $750 without utilities. Just tell them you pay your utilities for that. Basically, what my son was doing, he was all electric apartment. He had to pay his water bill and electric bill on top of that $750.
So $750.
I think you have no problem getting that much out of it. Maybe more.
You own this outright?
Yes, I own it outright. I'm the only one on the deed.
Got it.
No liens on the bank.
Yeah, I mean, question for you, if you don't mind, like, how did you come up with that number, that 15,000?
He said 10. Cool.
Just about, way prices and stuff on the house and stuff. Out the street from me, my son went out and looked at one house. It's only a single story, and it's got. He went there and looked at it. 2 or 3 ceilings put in it, and needed a roof repair, and he's wanting $40,000 for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes the stuff around here is ridiculous.
Yep, I got you. Well, here's how I'm looking at it. I mean, I think a lot of your numbers are not that far off as far as like how much I can sell it for. Now, that being said, if I were to buy that property off you, I would probably buy it and keep it, right? And so in that area, I mean, you say like I can sell it. I'm not sell it. I can rent it for $750. Looking at the street view. Hello, excuse me. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Got it. Yeah. I'm looking at just like kind of like the street view. I don't know how current this is, but yeah, I mean it's a pretty big house. It definitely needs a new roof. The roof itself is already going to cost me $10,000, anywhere from 8 to 10, with 1,900 square feet. You know what I mean? You said it's been leaking, so I'm pretty sure the inside is pretty outdated. So I gotta put a lipstick on a pig there. You know what I mean? Just to get it rented out.
Looks like it's falling apart too on the side.
It is a tight squeeze, but I would probably need to be like in the 5,000 for this.
That's all for the property. 5.
Yeah, and here's the reason why. I'm gonna put in 10,000 just on the roof, so I'm probably gonna, invest another 5, maybe 10,000 at the most for the rest. Actually, with 1,900 square feet, yeah, I'm probably gonna spend another 15. So total of 25, and so that literally just leaves me $10,000. Right? Because like you said, I can only sell it for 35. It's going to be very difficult for me to pay and then not have any profit. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to get rich off of this deal, but I got to keep the lights on.
You can try to do better than 5 and think about it, because I'm one off there. I know it needs a lot of work though.
Yeah, well,
I'm saying that.
I mean, you were at 10 earlier. I'm at 5. I mean, what if we just meet in the middle, like peanut butter and jelly, and I'll bring in the bread, all 7,500 of it.
Let me think about it a little bit. Check, see if I can what I can get. I got.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
time to do a little bit of checking on stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't mind me asking, earlier you mentioned that you've been trying to sell this for quite some time now. I mean, is this something where, like, are you just waiting for someone to come in and give you 10,000 for it? Whether you sell it now or next year, or is this something where you want to, get it over with and get to your next chapter and, like you said earlier, get out of the town?
Well, I want to do that, but if I go and get the roofing metal and get a roof put on, then I'm gonna straighten up a lot myself and sell it for more. But because it was praised for 25 as a set, and it wasn't. I mean, it was decent, it was livable. I mean, it's 25,000 in, but if I go and put a roof on and stuff, I'm gonna want more. If I do what I need to do to the house and things like that.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. I mean, is there a number between 5 and 10 that would make sense for you? Because 10 is just way too high for me, and I understand 5 is too low for you. But what's a good number in between those two numbers that will still put a smile on your face?
Well, if you do that, give me a little bit of time to fix, see if I can find me a little piece of dirt someplace, but they're building on. I got to find more I can find out about that dog. I know somebody, their aunt got one of them. That's about what I'm looking for, so I'm trying to find out where they got it and how much you paid for it. That's where I'm sitting at right now.
Got it. So did you say if I can come up at up to 8,000, that's something that you're okay with?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Like I say, I have to have a little bit of time because I don't want to sell for that and then have to pay on something for the rest of my life.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. Yeah, I mean, if we can do 8,000, if I can move some numbers around, get a few bids and get some contractors in there and lower that cost. So if I can get you $8,000, and then let's say we close on it either at the end of the month, or if you need more time, I can do middle of February. I'm okay with that too. I mean, is that enough time for you? And you have $8,000 in your pocket?
It probably would be. But here's another thing. I got about $600 worth of roofing material there too, as far as ridge cap, roofing metal, new roofing metal. I think there's 10 or 12 sheets of it, and ridge cap and insulation stuff there at the house too. So I mean that could be used. It's all new, and so yeah.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I'll just ask you this question, because at the end of the day, I mean, I'm going to buy a house today, either yours or someone else's. I mean, if I send you an agreement for $8,000 and give you enough time to gather your stuff, so let's say middle of February. And now, if you want it sooner, I can do that too, right? Like, I'm just trying to work within your timeline. But if I send you an agreement today, is this something that you're willing to move forward with? So that way I can open title, make sure title is clean, and then I can send my guys out there to, you know what I mean, to get a couple of bids on the rehab and so forth.
Can you give me a call back in about an hour? Because right now I've got to go grab somebody for an appointment, and I'm a little bit late.
Yeah, of course, man. I mean, I want to be respectful of your time. Absolutely. I'll give you a call back in an hour. I just don't want to waste your time and mine. So if you're serious about selling it and you're okay with 8,000, I'll definitely give you a call back in an hour.
All right, give me a call back.
All right, brother. Bye-bye. Dude,
So I know
it was so hard hearing him. So I missed the 10,000. You're like,
yeah.
you said 10. I'm like, thanks, Brandon.
So, well, maybe on the next call, like, what's easier for Copilot? What's easier for you, like, for me to, because you have your headphone in, right?
Oh no, I don't. I'll put that on. I left it
So I was
outside.
just curious, like, for me, if I'm on a call and you're like, "Hey, ARV is this," if you just say like 3 words and just quick, that'll kind of like let me know. But
Yep.
would that help you? Like, do you read the chat more, or would you rather have an earpiece, buddy? What's more helpful for you?
Yeah, I can have the earpiece as long as we
Okay.
keep it like short, like
Short,
ARV
yeah.
this. Or
Like asking is 10K.
or if you put it on the private chat, that's fine too. You just put ARVs this. But here's the thing. I mean, he said the ARV is 35K.
No, I think
What do you think what the ARV was?
I think ARV is close to. I put it on the. No, I didn't. I think ARV. There's not a lot of comps, so I had to do it on Zillow. But there's properties. There's a 320, but I got rid of that. Let me just share my screen.
Yeah. Because I couldn't find any ARV unless ARV. I mean, any comps unless it was like 5 miles out, you know. And then
I think you got to. There you go. So
and then prices.
this is the area, right? It's this area, right? I don't want to show the address or anything. Okay, so I just went to the filters. So I did sold in the last 6 months. I did max 2,000 square feet, right?
Yep.
Minimum 1,200. Those are good parameters, right?
Yep.
Apply. I did home type. I just did a home. That's it, right? So we got these going on. So I did high to low, high to low. I got rid of 320. So, you know, you got a 190, 170, 150. I think ARV might be 150, you know, just based on square footage and, you know, whatever, right? So if they, let me see, will it show this screen? Okay, cool. So Caesar's call.
The only thing that I'm afraid of Brandon is I'm afraid of his neighborhood. Like all that 150, 130 you're talking about is all about like 5 miles away from him.
Is he further out?
He's like further in.
Like, is he in this city right here? Like right here?
Yeah, yeah. Out? Yeah, no. He's out there. Hold on. Let me just look again.
Let me look at. Let me pull up. I'm not going to show the address, but let me pull up PropStream real quick, so we see how many buyers are there. Anyways, because like if there's a lot of buyers, then yeah, let's see where he's at. So usually, you know, if this is a deal we want to not manufacture but dig into, I'll look at what's going on as far as buyers. So I'll look at the area. It's not Texas.
Yes,
it's
100%, dude. And that's one thing I didn't do is go on God mode and punch it in.
Maybe I just do that. The zip code.
I'm not sharing my
screen. Does that work? I'm sharing my screen. Yeah. Okay, so this is this the area?
Yep.
Okay, so there's only 800 cash buyers. So Usually I'm looking for at least 2,000, right, on prop stream. That's kind of like the bumpers, right? So it doesn't have no buyers, but over there I see, I would say
You-
150 ARV, but you're gonna have to put so much rehab. So rehab 150, rehab, fuck, probably how many square foot? 1,800.
Yeah, 1900. Yeah,
Probably
just
gonna be
shy of 1900.
126, 120.
I mean, but it's West Virginia. You're not gonna put in that much though.
True, but it looked like the house was falling apart though. So
Yeah,
I agree. The rehab's extensive as far as the cost, but you're saying it's expensive, but not 120 expensive. You're saying
yeah. I wouldn't
okay,
say. Yeah, I would say 80
80K.
tops, 80,000
Okay,
tops. Yeah,
I
someone
think
can
150.
down by 60, but 80.
How do these numbers look so far? So 150 ARV,
Well,
repairs 80K,
change the contract price to seller to
probably 8K.
yeah.
Yeah, like that's too low. Like for people looking on the calculator, 36 out and 80 in. Those don't make sense, right? Like you
Yep.
talk about money in, money out, right?
Yep.
The percent's good. It's just there's no profit.
There's no profit, and so this is a buy and hold play. So if you type
So
it
would
in,
you go down here? Would you go down
Yep.
here then?
Yep, that's what I would go.
Okay,
And that,
so
and I didn't scroll down on your calculator. That's why I played with mine.
Mhm.
But if I knew that you had this, I would have played it here too.
So
So if you go, let's say you'd say now it's 100,000, not 150.
so lower ARV.
Yeah, lower ARV.
Why? I'm just
Well, you
trying
don't
to get your
necessarily have to. Well,
okay.
because to get it rent ready, you're not going to put in top of the line stuff, right? So
True.
so your ARV, if you get it appraised, is probably going to be less than what you have on the other calculator.
Okay. Because I usually keep that simple, and I just
That
change
being
the
said,
rehab.
you can keep it the same. It doesn't matter.
Okay. I just
Um,
want to understand your reasoning.
and then the repairs would be, what did we say? It was 80. So now
Yeah. So half of that maybe.
let's just say it's going to be 50. Give it a little
Yeah.
bit just to be safe. You know what I mean?
So 150. We still got the 1-in-1, right?
Yep.
Rehab or the price of seller is the same.
Yep.
Um,
And then, so on Zillow, it says the rent rate was 1,200.
let's look for rent. Then let me clear my filters. Okay, so there's not a lot of rental action over it. There's one.
For 1,200.
Oh shit. Okay, let's see. House for rent for 1,200. So
Yeah.
let's
So
see.
you could probably rent that out for 1,200. Let's say you can rent out for 1,000.
Let's just see what's selling over there too on market. So square foot maximum $2,000, minimum we're at 18. Let's say 15. And a lot of these are just quick. Like you don't have to be so precise. If your square footage is 18, maybe do your filter 2,000. Like don't overthink it, right, Caesar?
Mm-hmm.
You're just trying to do it quick. So this is what's selling on the market within our, not going so far deep into the filters, but basically 150 to 2,000 or 15.
See, Brandon, his house is between Grafton and White Day.
All right, like in between here.
Yeah, that's where his thing is.
Okay, so if I go high to low, definitely not 500.
Definitely not. No.
So the bottom on market's a 111.
111, and that has a fucking lake view.
Yeah, so this one basically you have to just get it for 8K, then send people out there. Like this is a deal where like the asking price is so low, and it could be a deal, but a lot of times you're kind of just like, for these types of deals, you just lock it up at 8K, right, or 10K,
Yeah.
and you kind of work backwards.
Well, go back.
Types of deals.
Just go back to that rental calculator.
Yeah.
So if you put, instead of
Right here?
1,500, just put 1,000.
Okay.
Right, we're at 1.45.
150.
Um,
And I think 50K is like, because the street view, the Google Street View, like fucked up. So I like 50K might be like, I think we need a lot more, but based on
Yeah.
the 50K,
Put it on 60. Doesn't matter.
yeah. So 60K.
I'm okay with that. See, it's
At
cutting.
8K would be a deal, maybe.
It would be a deal, like especially if this is 1,200. If Zillow's rent rate is correct, I don't have access to Rentometer. Tom does, but if you put 1,200 on there, I think it's like 1.8%.
Sorry, the investor lift guy texted me. So 150 ARV, 60K rehab, 8K to seller, wholesale fee. Would you take a quick 5K or keep it at 8?
Oh, I'm putting it at 8, so that way I have room to negotiate, and then I'll take 5 of it because it's West Virginia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
So-
and then
Go ahead.
1,200 for rent rate.
1,200. Okay. So, is that a deal or no? Like with these numbers?
For me, it is because you
Okay.
get a 47%. That's instead of profit, that should be equity. So you get an instant 47% equity. You get 1.5% rent rate, and your all-in numbers at 80,000, right? It says right there,
Right here.
right? And then if let's say we get this appraised at 100 instead of 150. Okay, let's just say that because we're putting in less, right? If this thing gets appraised at 100,000, you can go to the bank, refinance it, right? And then pull out 80,000. It's a free house.
No, yeah. And this is the type of deal where you get it under contract and you send someone out there and be like, oh, this is actually going to cost a lot more. Like this is a teardown, or maybe it is at 60K and you say, okay, let's push through, right?
Yep. The key thing here though is when you market it, you have to market it as a buy and hold. This is not a fix and flip.
No, this is yeah.
Yeah, because there's no profit on the fix and flip side. It is, you are literally looking for a buy and hold buyer.
Yeah.
For a buy and hold buyer who can get a 47% equity, an immediate equity, and get a 1.5% rent rate. And if they want to get it, if they want to get a loan on, go to the bank, they have, it's a free house, essentially.
Yeah.
All right.
So
we have
a
a lot of comments here, but I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
I was gonna say, are you just gonna send me a contract and be like, hey, I'm gonna send you a contract for this. I need to walk it, but so far this is where I need to be based on like how much work I need to do.
Yeah.
What's your next step?
Yeah. All it is, I'm like 8,000 is the most that I'll do. I'll lock it up. I'll get someone out there. If we hear crickets within the next 2 weeks, in less than 2 weeks, I'm canceling it. I'm not going to wait the whole 30 days or till February. We either move it or we don't. And if we don't, then I'm not going to spend too much time on these deals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And plus we have buyers out there already. So we're just going to go ahead and send it out to our buyers. We'll get feedbacks from our buyers on where we need to be. And if the buyers go, dude, like this is crap, like you got to get it down under 5, then I'm just going to go back to them like, yeah, like this is where it's got to be, or we have to rip the contract.
I got another lead that came in. I'm just transferring to the CRM. Then I turn off the leads. I think 2 a day is fine. Then I'll do some old follow-up leads. But
Yep. But thank you for doing that, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Should we just leave this calculator open? Then like if it's your call, we'll put Caesar call. If it's my call, we'll put Brandon call.
No, we can always just create a new tab anyway.
Yeah, I think that's well. I have the YouTube calculator, but in another window, I have it like if it's a deal, I'll duplicate it on my calculator where it has an address, and that's where I go in the CRM. But
yeah, no. But what I'm saying is like at the bottom, see where it says sheet? I can just I can just create a new one.
Yeah, and duplicate it, huh?
Duplicate it. Yeah, boom. And then now we have, so then this would be Caesar Paul.
Yeah.
Virginia. Boom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then now we have copy of sheet. Now you can do whatever you want to do here.
True.
Yep.
So let me get this new lead in. Okay.
Yeah, we can leave it up here.
And I think people will like, because honestly, when you're on the phone with these sellers, you just need the ARV repairs, let them talk, and it's simple. What's up, Randy?
What up, Randy?
Tags is follow up. Tonight I got to work on my zaps because I got a new lead, but it didn't push through for some reason.
Yep. Well, we just got a deal that's going to close and fund next week, but it's only a $3,500 fee. It was a JV. It was a JV that from one of the viewers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And they're absolutely amazing, by the way. They're father and son. They've been watching RJ Bays. They've been watching Jerry Norton. Somehow they came across my channel. So thank you very much for watching and subscribing. And they reached out to me for a JV deal. It was an on-market deal at $70,000. This kid, meaning the son, I believe he's like 18 or 20 years old. He was able to get it locked up at 41 and a half. The problem is our buyer can only do 45. And so they went back to the realtor. Realtor is not doing his job. Doesn't like 41 and a half is the lowest. So we're like, all right. Well, on their contract, it says that the buyer pays for a realtor fee. So I was like, I think you guys heard it earlier. I was like, get that shit off. Make sure that the seller pays the commissions. And so in that way, we can do that. So at the end of the day, it's only like $1,800, but you know what? It was a quick, literally 1 day or 2 days, we were able to get it assigned. And the way I'm looking at it is $1,800 worth of leads. That's all. We're actually getting $2,300 for it because you got to pay TC costs. So yeah, that's all.
Okay, so I just put the new lead in. Let me private chat you.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and make that call.
Okay, so Street View. So I just like to say what I'm doing, like people just might want to know like our where our mouse goes and all that shit. So like got a new lead. I put on Street View. Street View looks pretty good. You know, look, cute little neighborhood, single family home. Nothing stands out. No jails, no freeways. So that looks good.
No railroads.
Mm-hmm.
And
turn it on Zillow. Go ahead.
It's in a residential too.
Mm-hmm. 5 bedroom, 4 bath, 30,000 square feet. That has to be a typo. Okay, so I'm going to put it in my privy real quick. I don't want to show the address, so I'll just leave that one there. I might have to. I wonder if I could just share this address by itself. Let me see. Let me try to present something real quick. Stop. Remove from stage. Present.
Oh, this can be a good one.
There, just a calculator we want to share.
This can be a good one, buddy.
Yeah. When at it, I just got to change the what I'm looking at. Yep. There we go.
You go ahead and make that call. I'll go ahead and comp it if he answers. Well, I'm comping it right now, so.
You want to bring it to the stage?
What was that?
Bring it to the stage, the share screen. I had to change the lead connector. Sweet. So I could move around and go on my different screens. Okay, cool. So that one's locked. So this one's Gene. Hello, I was looking for Gene.
Oh, I think you got the wrong number.
Oh, did you put your information on a website that you're looking to sell a property, or maybe you have the wrong number?
No, yeah, wrong number.
You don't own a property in New York?
No.
Okay, thanks for the info. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
God damn it. Oh well. next one. So I'll turn the leads back on. Let me just do my notes on here. So let me delete that from the profit calculator. So delete Gene. Okay, cool. So this one's fresh to go. Let me turn on the leads again. I'll do dead deal on that one. What's your KPIs as far as leads right now, or you're trying to hit?
Give me 1 second. I'm texting a seller. What am I? Bro, it's only one KPI I'm looking to hit this month. It's $50,000, dude, minimum. That is it. We did like the last 3 months of our leads. I believe I was like at 20% lead to contract. So that was pretty good.
So you said 20% leads?
No, 20% lead to contract. So if I had 100, I'd have 20 contracts. The problem to that is less than half of it made it to the finish line. So there were a few things that I needed to look into my system going, well, why was I off? Now also about half of those, it was a lot of like, what's the word that I'm looking for? Title issues. So it was like, affidavit of heirship, probate, like there are a lot of them that fell through. So there are a lot of things that we had to look into our system, into our process, I should say, the last quarter, because it was just like, man, I usually have pretty good contract to close and funded ratio. So, but it was just really low in the last quarter.
Yeah, it's like a lot of it's just math too. Like you buy this many leads, it'll close to this many leads. So if like 1 out of 30, then you slowly want to do 1 out of 25, 1 out of 20, 1 out of 10, 1 out of like, you just slowly make the widget better, right? The sales widget with leads. Yep. Some new leads.
Texting back and forth with his seller, so hopefully she's like, she can get on the phone right now. Who was the guy that I was supposed to call earlier? It was Paul.
Okay. Oh, I got a new lead. Let me turn it off now.
Nice.
Turn it off. Turn it off. Okay. Pause it till next year. Next month. Disable. Okay. So let me go to this lead. So Gene was a dead deal. That's a refund. Okay. Joseph is on there. Carol, contract my LI. Okay.
Oh gosh, I just realized I was supposed to call someone earlier and I freaking missed it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I had so many on my I'm gonna make this call if you don't mind. Unless you have
for it.
Damn, how did I miss that? Dranda, where are you?
subscriber you are trying to reach is not available.
Amir asked, can we get the calculator, guys? Yeah, if you sign up for RJ Bates, you got to sign up for his course. Simple calculator.
The subscriber you are trying to reach is not available. Please leave your message after the tone.
Hi, Dranda. Good afternoon. It's Caesar. Hey, I was supposed to call you at 11 o'clock today. My fault. My apologies. I'm in California right now, and somehow it put it on my calendar for 11 o'clock my time and not yours. So once again, apologies for that. Give me a call back when you get this or shoot me a text. Let me know what's the best time to give you a call. I'll make sure to give you a call today, okay? Thanks. Bye-bye. What was that, Brandon?
I forgot.
Oh, Amir.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Amir, I'm actually putting together a calculator that has pretty much everything from cash deals to innovation, maybe even just like a simple creative financing as well. So once I have that taken care of, I'll put some together for you guys. But if you want, I mean, we've had this on the screen for quite some time now. You can easily calculate it, you know.
Okay, so a new lead I'll put in the chat.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a call. I'm gonna text this Cal.
Private chat, okay. Okay, let me see. So Google Maps. No, you don't want to like pre-comp the property because like they might never pick up the phone. But yeah, I look at Street View real quick. This one looks good. It's on a double yellow, but it looks like a small town, like a vineyard. So that looks good. Okay, let me pull up on Zillow just so I'm ready to go. Okay. Got Zillow. Tools ready to Zillow again. We don't need props. Okay, let me make a call. Okay, let's go. Her name is, that's not Jean. Okay, cool. Okay, Patricia. Okay, I got a call.
Hello?
Hello, Patricia.
Yes.
Hello, Patricia. This is Brandon Clark. I was calling about your property in Missouri. I saw you put it on one of my websites or one of my ads that you're looking to sell. Are you still looking to sell that property on Hardy Avenue?
I plan to sell it next spring.
Mm-hmm.
It has a tenant in there now, unless you'd be interested in buying it with the existing tenant in there.
Yeah, if they're a good tenant, yeah. I don't mind that. Yeah, keep going. Tell me a little bit what you got going on.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Yeah, tell me a little bit what you got going on. Why are you looking to sell? Why next spring? And I could kind of see.
Because their lease is up at the end of July, so I was going to put it on the market next spring.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I'm 78,
Mm-hmm.
and I have some health issues, and it's the farthest one away from where I live.
I gotcha. So it's the farthest rental.
It's located the farthest distance from my home.
I see. So you're just trying to get rid of it once the lease is over. How much were you trying to get for the property? And I could see, if it's a good fit for me.
Probably around 170. I'm going to ask 170, 175.
Okay, let me see here. Let me pull it up real quick. So you're asking.
Jackson County had it assessed at 170,
Mm-hmm.
and I got it reduced a little bit, not a whole lot.
Okay.
But I would expect that they're going to hike, that they'll hike it again this year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where you live, but
I
we have terrible corruption in our county right now.
Oh no. Yeah, I live in San Diego, but I buy out of state because it kind of sucks here being a landlord in California. But I have a business partner out in Missouri as well too. So we're buying properties in good states. So you're looking to get 170, 2, 3. Let me just see. How did you come up with that price?
Jackson County had it listed. That's what they had it assessed at.
Mm-hmm.
The last assessment round, and I haven't done. I'm a realtor,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't done a lot of research in the neighborhood. I do know the house next door, which isn't really a comparable, sold for $275.
Mm-hmm.
It's an all brick ranch.
Okay.
Mine's not all brick, and theirs was completely remodeled throughout, and mine has some updating, but it's not gutted like that one was.
Is your house, I basically just see Google Street View, then if there's anything on Zillow, but on Zillow, it shows it as a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, about 18 or 1,100 square feet. Is that correct?
Well, it originally was a 2-bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
It's got 3 bedrooms on the main floor and 1 full bath, and then it's got a non-conforming in the basement and a full basement finished.
Mm-hmm.
There could be an additional bedroom down there also.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm seeing in that neighborhood there's a lot of sold properties around you. I see some going for let me see here, 187, 195, and they look like they're. I'm gonna look into them and see if they're flipped. So there's one that went. Mm-hmm.
The ideal part of the neighborhood is there's 3 elementary schools within 4 blocks.
Mm-hmm.
And then right across the street, there's nobody. It's a big solar farm. So the neighborhood is ideal.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here, because I was just thinking, this property, you might have, that price you're looking for, the 170. I'm thinking, that's not a good price for an investor. You might have better luck if you listed it and got a retail buyer. So I'm thinking that your asking price is pretty much what I could probably, buy it, rehab it, then flip it on the market. So if the house needs any work, I'm going to be a lot lower.
The one thing that
Mm-hmm.
the one thing that my house has that almost none of the others, I have a oversized 2-car garage.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think any of the houses in the neighborhood, or very few, have a 2-car garage.
Yeah. Let me see here. And
Some don't have any garage.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking, if I buy this, and it looks like from the photos, it looks pretty original inside, or would you say
Yep.
Okay, so pretty original. So, just based on the math, if that neighborhood fixed up is going for, 190, 180, I like to be conservative. So I'll do 180 and you're asking for 170 by the time I put money into it, holding costs, you don't
need to put any money into it if you're going to rent it, because
Mm-hmm.
it rents real easy as it is.
No, that makes sense. I'm just saying, as an investor, I would still need to be a lot lower. I would probably be around.
But that's fine. You called me, so
Correct. Yeah.
That's where I'm going to be
Mm-hmm.
on my price.
No, that makes
All right,
sense.
thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Have a great day. Thank you. I was going to dig into if you're not motivated and put on the market, but I just, whatever. So she's asking for ARV.
She was asking for retail price, right?
Yeah.
The ARV is about 170.
Yeah, and I was looking in that neighborhood. I like the comp should be quick. Like you should just put it in privy. I'll share my screen since it's not really an address that is, I would say this is a dead lead, right? So
Yep.
I feel comfortable sharing my screen, which is fine. So that screen's already shared. Let me put in the address real quick. So what I'm doing is I'm on privy. You can't see it, but I have Zillow, Redfin, and Realtor pulled up. On Zillow, it says 145. On Redfin, it shows a 190, Realtor 190. So it's under 200K. So, if I go to privy, we'll just be really quick. I don't want to spend too much time, but someone asked to share the screen, and since this is not a really good deal, I'll share my screen. So I'm on privy. I go to settings, I go all. Because I'm not trying to be so precise. I need it broad, quick, right? Too many comps. I want to filter down half a mile. 0.5, right? Save. And her square foot was 1,100. So I'm just zooming in, and this is enough comps. I see 190, 160, 190. So, for me, if I just look at this, I'll say my top ARV is probably 190, right? What's your logic when you do quick math on the phone or copying, Caesar?
Yours is the same. For me, my ARV right off the bat was 170.
Okay, so then we go to our calculator, right? Caesar had a 170, I had a 190, but there's no room at all. So this is not a deal at all. So a lot of it's just like, is there motivation? If so, you dig in. If not, hey, I'm not a good buyer for you. But she already hung up. So on to the next call, right?
On to the next call.
Okay, cool. So I got the private calculator. Okay, so you're good to go. I'll do the notes and do follow up real quick.
Yeah, no worries. I know Audi was just making some comments like we definitely have two different styles. We're actually pretty similar, but we have our own uniqueness. You know what I mean? And so there's the reason why I want to do this closer's den where you guys have, different flavors, right? So you can see how other people do it. Brandon is definitely direct to the point. I would have done exactly the same thing as what Brandon did. The only difference that I might have done differently is I would have made it her problem, right? Because she said she's a realtor. She's an investor. She's got multiple properties. She said, this is the farthest one away from me.
Yep.
And so if it's the farthest away from you, okay, hey, like you're an investor, you're a realtor. How much can I sell this for? Okay, you're renting it out. How much are you renting it out for? How much can I rent it out for? That's where I would have gone a little differently. Now, if I did exactly what Brandon did, which I would say half of the time I would have gotten her on the end though, when she was getting antsy, Brandon, when she said, well, I wouldn't flip that. You wouldn't have to spend anything because of the rent. That's where I would have gone, okay, well, how much is rent? Are they market rate? Are they not? And then I would have just thrown it on the profit calculator, be like, hey, I don't even get 1% on this thing. Like it's probably good for you because you bought it a lot lower than 170. So you're getting more than 1%, but for me, like, where's the meat on the bone? If you're the investor, would you buy this property at 170? Tell me where I make my money. That's where I would have done a little differently. But once again, that's just a style thing.
Yeah, and a lot of times, like I would have got off the phone a lot longer ago. I wanted to show like what a motivated seller isn't.
Yes.
Yeah, and she even said sell it in the spring, so that tells me there's no motivation at all.
Yep, absolutely, no motivation.
So for me, it's kind of just like I stayed on the phone because I chose to. Maybe tomorrow I would have got off the phone a lot quicker. Because you want to get to the deals. You don't want to spend so much time on no deals, right? Because you'll force these deals. These deals should present themselves in a way, right?
Yep.
So
Absolutely. At the end of the day, that lady The only conversation you have there is, all right, fine. I don't fix anything. I don't flip it. I keep it. Pretty much I'm the next landlord. But how do I make money at 170? Explain to me. That's where I just would have gone. You know what I mean? And then at that point, make her realize that there's no meat on the bone on the other side at 170.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, totally.
Yep.
So,
All right, cool. Hey guys, I know Brandon, you said 2 hours for today, and I actually have to hop on to my team call. I don't know if
Yeah.
you want to. I don't know if you want to make another call or two. I can put myself on mute while I go on the meetings. It's up to you, man. I can go on for another hour if you want. It's up to you on what you want to do.
I can keep calling. I'm not going to buy any more leads, but I will call a few more people just to kind of get my CRM in the flow.
Cool.
So,
all right. So if you don't mind, I'll put myself on mute because I gotta.
yeah,
I
I'll
gotta,
keep going.
and then you just run the show for now.
Sweet, sounds good, man. Joseph asks, in iSpeedily, would you call a condo? If you bought the lead, call the lead. You know, if you're spending money on a lead and you bought it already, call the lead. But if it's a condo and you're picking the lead to buy, don't buy the condo. If that makes sense. Let's see here, not to be mean or anything, just like if you purchase the lead, call the fucking lead. You know, a lot of people post in the communities or different communities, I have this lead, and they dread on it, and it's like, just fucking call, right? But yeah, some people are new, so you know, I get the jitters. But yeah, if you got the lead, call it. If it's a condo and you're about to purchase it, I wouldn't, unless that's your buy box and you're a buyer and you're looking for condos. But we're looking for deals, and a lot of condos are hard. So if you can not buy them, I wouldn't. If you buy them already, you definitely call the lead, even if it's land or mobile home. You call the lead, try to get a refund if you can. But yeah, let's see here. Let's keep going. So I called all the new leads. So I bought 3 new leads. I think that's kind of a KPI I want to stick to. So I'll do more follow-ups now. Okay, so let me get rid of that screen. So before I move on to the next record, I just want to make sure I get done. So this was Patricia, January 2nd, asking for retail, long follow-up, 60-day. Follow-up, yes. Deal score low. She's a realtor. Motivation. So a lot of times I'll just write it on my notes, and I'm looking for keywords, right? So after I'm done with my call, I'll transfer, you know, like I'll put like 78 years old, I'll cross it out, 170K asking price, cross it out, and I'll just kind of go down my list of what I need, like what data I need on my record. So from top to bottom, it goes like this. I'll show you. Maybe I could share this screen over here real quick. Yep. Okay, cool. So this is the last call, so I want to unhide it. So this is my notes. January 2nd, asking for retail, long follow-up, 60 days. Follow-up, yes, because I want to follow up with her. Deal score is low. She's a realtor. So let me go through my notes. Push the wrong button. Hold on 1 second. Here it is. Where's my screen? There's a screen. There's crackheads screaming down by my apartment. Okay. So asking for retail, long follow-up, yes. Deal score low. She's a realtor. I got that. Sell next spring. Is her furthest house lease till July, 78 years old. It's a 2-2. Yep, so I got that correct. Confirm. Offer price 0. We didn't offer a price. Crackheads down there. Oh my God, they're screaming. Okay, her offer price, no. Her asking price is 170. Zillow price is 154. Let me look up realtor in Redfin. These crackheads are screaming. Okay, let me see here. Okay, repair costs, I don't care. Follow up, speed of lead, automation. Okay, so we're good on the automation save. Okay, let me go to the next calls in. Let me just move my screen around. Okay, next one. Okay. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm just doing some organization real quick. Okay. We got the next one then. It's a new lead. Okay, next one. So I'm just going through my old text messages that are unread. I'm just going to go through them, crank them out. Let's see, Roman. You only buy sale leads? No, I buy the expensive ones, fixed price mode, and sale leads. So it just depends.
Your call has been forwarded to.
Call them again. But yeah, I buy them from Speed of Lead. I was using Proper Leads a little bit.
Your call has
Leads
been
a little.
forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hello, Roman. This is Brandon Clark. I was calling about your property. I remember we spoke last month and you said you had a buyer ready to go. So I just wanted to call to see if you ended up selling that property. If not, give me a call back. I'd love to chat, see if it's a good fit for me. My phone number is 760-823-8311. Thanks. Have a great day. Talk soon. Okay, so I'll go to the next one.
All right, I'm back.
Nice. January 2nd.
Did you answer all the things on the chat? I don't want to go over it.
A little bit. Yeah,
Okay.
just do you buy sale leads? I say I buy mostly the exclusive leads, but you know, if they have a coupon club or a flash sale, I'll take advantage of those. Caesar likes to buy a lot of the coupon club sale leads for volume.
Because I'm Asian, bro. I'm cheap.
Right?
That's right.
I'm super cheap. Give me a second.
Did you answer the question Joseph asked if you call a condo property?
Yeah, I said if you buy the lead and it's a condo, you call it. But if you're looking for leads, I would never choose a condo. So it just depends on what's the ladder, right?
Yeah. There's just a lot more variables on the condo. There's HOA, insurance. They might have to go through recertification, so forth and so forth. So yeah, I wouldn't. That wouldn't be my first choice.
See here. See if he sells his property. So sold. Okay, so it's not sold yet. Okay, so I'll text him, put him in a follow-up. What do you follow up? Seven-day, 14-day call.
Let me see. All right. So Dranda is gone.
Everyone just called. Did you know it's on the property? I'm gonna say Brandon Clark. Send. Seven-day auto. Joshua asks, what do you guys think about the bulk non-exclusive leads for MySpeed leads, even older ones? I know, I'm kind of in the camp where if it's a deal and it's a bundle and they're trying to sell it, there's a reason why they're trying to sell it. Maybe they're bad leads that didn't sell. But on the other end, Caesar likes to buy those because, you spend a little bit of money and, if you get a deal out of it, your deal cost is so low, right, Caesar? But just.
Yeah, like I did the $410 to get 205 leads from West Virginia. The cost was so low that I'm just betting on myself that out of 205 leads, I'm gonna at least get one close and funded. And if I get one close and funded, even at 4,000 or 2,000, that's still 5x. You know what I mean? At $2,000 of assignment fee, that's 2x, 5x of the $400. So yes, I will buy them. I won't spend too much though. I don't know if I'll spend $1,000 on old leads. I'd rather just spend $1,000 on the $29 a pop. You know what I mean? Because that's still going to give me 30 leads. Which, if you're new, I don't know your skill level, Josh, but if you're new, maybe I'll take 25 to 30 leads to lock up one contract. 25 leads for me, I'm pretty sure I can lock up anywhere from 3 to 6 of them. So I just like to bet on myself, especially when there's volume.
The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, James, it's Brandon Clark. I was just calling about your property. I know we chatted last month or the month before that you ended up finding a buyer and you signed, and I just wanted to make sure everything went to the closing table. If not, would love to see if you're still selling. If not, totally awesome. Give me a call back, 760-823-8311. Thanks. Okay.
I'll make a call right now.
James just called. Joshua, I just signed up for Carl Allen's business buy thing. I saw your name in it. Are you in it, Joshua? I thought that was pretty dope. It's called,
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic. Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 304. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Robert. Good afternoon. It's Caesar. Calling about the property or about your property on Hummingbird Lane. Looks like you're looking to sell that property, so I just want to check if you're still looking to sell. If you are, I am an investor and I'm looking to buy in that neighborhood. Give me a call back when you get this, 415-579-3026. If not, shoot me a quick text. Let me know and I'll take you off my list. All right, man. Thanks.
awesome, Josh. Yeah, I just signed up for the Protege program too. It's definitely a lot of information, but like you said, you're focusing on real estate as well. I think for me, it's going to be 20% real estate wholesale to get active income, but my 80%, I want to definitely look into buy businesses, but we should definitely link up, maybe jump on a call and just see, I would love to know how it's going with the community and definitely team up together. That'd be cool. But yeah, I saw you on the Facebook like roster. So I was like, oh, cool, I know Josh. Then Caesar too, dude. If you want to get in business by like, there's other seats you could bring in and just split the cost. So if you're ever interested, I do have a slot if you want
nice.
to go down that rabbit hole. I paid $8,000, but they do $4,000 split account. So
Oh, nice.
if you get motivated or not motivated, but you want to go down that rabbit hole, I'm down to share an account with you.
Yeah, let me think that over.
Let me go to the next call.
Oh, there it is.
I want to show our screen. I think showing the calculator helps a lot. It'd be cool to show our addresses or properties, but we don't want to get flagged on YouTube. So other than the profit calculator, what else can we show that you think, or maybe in the chat, you guys could chime in any ideas? But
yeah, so far, what I've been doing, Brandon, is I've only been able to show like homes and Zillow, because if I do prop stream, you'll see the whole address, right? Unless you scroll way down. But so what I'll do is like I'll open a new tab, or like I guess I'm opening a new window with a bunch of tabs, and that one will just likely be my profit calculator. And then when I go on Zillow or Homes, when I'm like at the recently sold, then I'll move that over next to the profit calculator, so I can just go back and forth. You know what I mean? Because then I don't mind showing my comps on the screen, as long as I don't have the subject property on there. That being said, I know I can probably get flagged on YouTube for showing addresses. So that's something that I probably want to watch out for. But hey, like I said, I'm here to provide value to folks, not necessarily trying to be a YouTuber here. So if I can provide you guys value where you guys can see, soup to nuts, then absolutely.
Oh yeah.
And then also, like, you guys have my Instagram, my Facebook. If I get enough requests from everyone, I don't mind putting together, maybe like once a week kind of deal where we can have like a comping party. It doesn't have
like
to be
a Zoom.
live. Yeah, we can do a
Zoom. We could share addresses.
We can share addresses. Absolutely. I'm also more than happy for anyone that's new that maybe don't have the capital and really just want to put in like 1 foot in and just kind of get some reps in. Hey man, I've got old leads. I can go ahead and we can set it up where maybe excuse me, every Saturday we get like anywhere from 3 to 5 people, and I'll give out like anywhere from 5 to 15 leads per person, and we'll just do round and robin. So each one will be able to call 15 to 30 people. You know what I mean? I've got all these ideas. More than happy to make this work for you guys. I just need to make sure that I have enough people that's going to participate. So if you guys want to find me on Facebook or Instagram, it's just my full name. On Instagram, it's just at Cesar Lacosta. Shoot me, DM me, and then we can collab then.
And also, I'm going to be doing this more live too, more consistently. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys will want to come up and try your skills. We'll do, we used to have a big pool of people. I think that's too distracting. So maybe we'll do one-on-one. So like Joseph's in here. It's like, hey, I want to try to be a closer, jump on here. If you have a lead, you could call, or maybe we have leads to provide, maybe we'll add that to the show dynamic. But yeah, if you guys have deals that you need help with, send them to Cesar, send them to I, and we could do them on YouTube together. So you could kind of get behind the scenes, way of how to do the deal together. So a lot of people send deals to other people and they just kind of, here's my deal, dispo it, and they don't get any feedback. What do the buyers say, or what does the number looks like? Like there's no feedback. So if you do deals with us, you're going to get in the know of why it's a deal, why it's not a deal, every step of the way. So if you guys want that type of handheld for good deals, we're always there to help. Just please, if you're new, watch RJ Bates. That's kind of like the curriculum. We're not trying to train people, but if you have questions, Closer's Formula, RJ Bates. But if you have a good deal, we're down to work it here live on camera with you guys for sure.
Yeah, the only thing I ask for is like, if you guys want to JV with us, have all the information, guys. Like, come in with ARV, come in with your rehab costs, Like, and explain why. I don't mind, let's say you're new and let's say your ARV is way off. I don't mind taking the time to help and educate and inform, but you got to come in with the information, right? And you
Yep.
you got to be able to sell me on like, if I'm the end buyer, why I should buy this, right? So it's like, hey Caesar, I got this deal. ARV is here. Here are my comps, and here are my notes as far as the condition of the property. So for that, I'm putting X amount for rehab costs. Because of all of that, I don't care what formula you use, whether you use, what you see on the calculator or the 70%, like just have reasoning behind where you are, right? And then we can comp it together and I can tell you where I think it needs to be in order for us to do any JV, for us to JV on it. Because at the end of the day, guys, it's a lot of work on the dispo side. And we just need to make sure that it has a high chance of moving. Because otherwise we end up spending all the resource and all the time. And then the issue that I have is if we need to come down on price, I don't have any control because I'm not direct to seller. You are. And if I don't know you, I'm not saying that you're bad, but if I haven't seen you in action, then I have no confidence that you can go back and renegotiate with the seller like I can. Right? Like my team knows that if I'm overpriced, they'll pick up the phone and be like, Caesar, what are you doing? But I'll go, hey, I know, but I already built in a $25,000 cushion on that. And here's the reasons why, and blah, blah. And then as soon as they know, like they have no problem because when they come back to me, they know that I'm going to look at them like, well, I don't give a fuck. Let me call the seller right now and get a price drop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like Caesar says, like giving us the data because, we want to not set you up for failure. We want to, like, if it's a good deal, we want to show you why and how, and get straight to the point. And yeah, if you have a deal or need help, like, hey, I got this good deal, but I'm afraid to call the seller. We're down to do it, but like, please give us the data we need. What you think ARV is. Like, do the work on your own. Then we'll come in, take the ball, and run in the end zone if you need that. But yeah, so this guy, I was doing some follow-ups and now it's pending on market. So I'll just call him. The reason I show the address because it's already on market. I don't really care. And it's pending. So it's like, snake me. I don't care. But I'll call this guy, see if he went pending or not.
Hello.
Hello, Henry?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Henry, it's Brandon Clark again. I don't know if you remember me, but I was chatting with you about your property a few months back. I see it's gone pending. Did you find a buyer already?
I did. I'm supposed to close. You're talking about Stonecrest?
Yeah. Did you find a good buyer and you feel like you're going to close?
Yes, we're supposed to close on January 6th. So next, I guess it's next Monday.
Okay, January 6th,
Yeah.
next Monday. Awesome. Do you have any other properties you're selling, or was that just the one?
No, I have two more that I'm selling that are not listed, and then I've got two condos that I'm selling that are listed on HAR.
Oh, cool. Do you mind? I'll send you a text so you have my name and number. But how about you send me those addresses and I'll take a look at them, and if they look good to go, I'll give you a call back maybe tomorrow, and we could talk more about those deals.
Sure, sounds great.
Awesome. I'll text you. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah.
Sounds good, Henry. Yeah, I'll shoot you a text and just text me those addresses and what price you're looking for, and I could run some numbers and do that tonight. Then we could chat tomorrow.
Okay, that sounds great.
Thanks, Henry. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
I would have got the addresses from him on the phone right now, but like since we're live, I just whatever.
Yeah,
I'll do follow up.
Totally cool.
So that's cool. So the one's closing in a few days, but he's got, like Audrey said, 4 potential, right?
Yep.
Always get the juice out, right? Always ask the questions.
All right, I'm gonna call a seller who just responded with like the weirdest response. So how you want to give me? What the heck do you mean by that? Where'd
Okay,
she go?
so
All right, let me call this gal.
sweet. Let me take this property off. Boom. Okay, so I got the property calculator up.
Voicemail. The person
Oh
you're
shit, where did it go? Did you do that or did I? I don't know.
What's up? What? Oh, you
Did
want
you?
me to put it up on the stage? Yep.
Yeah, I just figured.
Yeah. I took it off earlier because you had a Zillow address on there, and I didn't know if that was the subject property or not.
Oh yeah, I put it on here on purpose because I was like, oh, it's already on market. It's fine. So
Oh,
that
okay.
was-
Cool.
I didn't-
Yeah. I just didn't know, so I just wanted to protect you just in case it was a mistake. I
For sure,
did it
yeah.
a couple of times, like while you were gone. It's like, oh man, like I just showed everyone. I'm like, that was stupid.
No. January 2nd.
Buddy has a
pending-
question here. Actually, before I do that, Joseph, you had a question earlier. RJ says 2,000 minimum for the buyers in the county. How about the buyers in the city? That I don't know. I use Investor Lift. At the end of the day, it's just I look at when I put it on God mode on how many. For me, it's like as long as I have 300 to 500 within a 3-mile radius. But also, Joseph, this is one thing, and brother, I love you. You know I do because I talk to you a lot. But this is one thing where at the end of the day, does it really matter? Like, who gives a shit? If RJ says 2,000, and then what if there's only 1,000 on there? Are you really not going to pick up the phone and call that guy? You know what I mean? Like, so this is some of the things where, and I understand, like, it's not just you, it's a lot of people. Many years ago, before when I was new in sales, like I would care about those things. But at the end of the day, these are just guidelines. These are not rules. You know what I mean? Like, if the motivation is there, like, just pick up the phone and call, because you're going to find out one way or the other. And this is what I'm saying. Get your own market feedback. The only way you're going to get your own market feedback is by doing it yourself. So that way you know what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Because there's no right way, there's no wrong way. You just got to find the right way that works for you.
Yeah, and like Caesar says, like him and I have been in sales. Like we're both in real estate sales. I was in tech sales, so is Caesar. So we're used to that high level pressure sale, not pressure selling, but that high level selling. And it's all a numbers game. Like for tech sales, a lot of tech sales to compound your income, you jump ship every 6 months. That's how you grow your salary, right? So you bounce from company to company, but you remain your skills. But yeah, I went from company to company to company and just grew my salary, but the principles are always the same. You're just selling the same software or different software. It's just like the foundation's there. So if you have a foundation of calling, having conversations, kind of vibing out their motivation, deal analysis, their needs, once you have all that, it's just a numbers game. So if you have a lead, like don't think too much about it, whether it's a condo, whether it's a sale lead, exclusively, don't get tied in the weeds. Just if you have a phone number and a property that they're selling, just call. Don't overthink it. A lot of people overthink it, and it's really direct. It's just call the sellers. If it's a good deal, work it. If not, move it on to the next one and call the next seller. Because a lot of people, like, they'll overthink it so much, and I know comping on the phone is very nerve-wracking. I don't know if I was in the second class or third class, but I met Caesar right away, and I know when I struggled a lot. Like the first month, comping on the phone, having all these different screens. Yeah, being in tech sales, I have these skills, but this is on another level. Like this is really, really hard. But now I feel confident. I'm a little rusty sometimes, but like Caesar, would you say like this is really fucking hard? But it was hard for us too.
Oh, 100%. It took me a while, but you only get to be where we are and even be better than us is through trials and errors. Like you just got to go through it. You know what I mean? And so the quicker you go through that, it's all about like your ramp period. You know what I mean? Like everyone has a ramp. Yep. And so for me, all the questions that I see, and Joseph, I'm only going to pick on you because you asked the last question, right? So apologize. But like I said, I love you, man, because you and I talk almost every day. At the end of the day, all those questions that you ask, they're all just noise in your head. And all of those questions you ask will be answered if you just pick up the phone, right? You don't necessarily need to get the answer from me. You just need to get the answer from the sellers, from your experience. And if you do it, bro, like then you come back and you go, hey man, this is what happened. How could I have done better? Like, okay, that's cool because you took the action and now you're learning from it.
Mhm.
Um,
It doesn't have to be perfect or pretty. You just have to do it.
yeah. And one thing, guys, I just want to say, and I commented on a Facebook post on a Pace Morby group earlier today. At the end of the day, guys, this is street talk. Like, forget everything and anything you learn. Like, you're the end buyer. You're going to go buy the house. So if you're going to buy the house, are you going to buy it at the price point they want and make and lose $10,000? You probably won't. Right? So it's literally just street talk. You're not selling them on why they should sell their property to you. You're the buyer. They should be selling you on why you should buy their property over their neighbors. Audi has a question here. I just want to kind of go through these questions.
Oh, yeah, go. If I get a connection, I'll speak up.
Yeah. Let me know. How do you
Hold
call
on,
a seller when they respond through text, send me an offer, or my bottom line is X amount? Hey, that's great. Great to know what your bottom line is. You know, I'll just say I still.
Hey,
need to
Dwayne,
know-
this is Brandon Clark. We chatted a few months ago about your property, and I was just doing some follow-up calls. I see it went pending sold. Is that correct? Did you sell the property on Raintree?
No, that was for sale here imminently.
Oh, that one's still for sale, the Raintree Street?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Let me pull it up real quick then. Yeah, because I see it said sold 11/22, 2024, but is that when you bought the property or is that an error, you think?
That is a foreclosure.
Oh, I gotcha.
They got people in there at the moment, but I'm expecting that to change imminently.
Okay. Let me see here. How much?
So what are you interested in?
Yeah, I'm looking into buying property and, throwing some renters in there and just, if it's a good deal, I'll buy it. So on this property, how much were you looking to get for the property?
Well, have you done any homework on this property?
From our conversation, I remember, let me see here. Last time we spoke, you were looking to get 120, or no, not 120, 200. And you had a fair amount of rehab, but not too much. Is that correct?
No, I don't have a measure of the rehab needed yet.
Mm-hmm. But as far as your asking price, how much were you trying to get for the property?
Well, Zillow's got that right about 200, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's been up and down, but it's been 200 above and below.
Mm-hmm. So you're looking to get 200. How's the property? If I bought it, what needs to be done with it? Is it pretty?
Don't know.
Don't know.
I haven't been in the property.
Okay.
It has been occupied by primary owners
Mm-hmm.
up until now. So typically owners don't trash their nest.
Correct. So on this one, it looks like you're pretty much trying to get retail price. Because let me see what's going on for that neighborhood real quick. Let me do my other screen. How soon are you looking to sell, or are you in a rush, or you could wait?
Until I get something solid to work with, it's available for sale.
I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if this is a good deal for me, or if it might be better for you just to go on the market for that price. I'm just trying to see what's the comps are in that area. I'm trying to look up right now.
Comps are up all about the same as what I have found.
Yeah.
Would it be of help if there were seller financing assistance?
Yeah. So typically, I'm an investor, so I have to have a price where it makes sense. I need to make money and operate a business, but typically, if my cash price is too low, I still will buy the property. It's just maybe we do some creative financing. So, if the property doesn't require a lot of work and your price is reasonable and the terms are okay, then I'm open to a seller finance if you're open to it.
the unknown at this point in my book is I don't know how much maintenance needs are in there, but I can't imagine it's going to be dramatic.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're getting rid of the people. When are they supposed to be out? So you could kind of see the property.
I wish I had an answer to that. I'm supposed to get an answer this week.
Okay.
I'm right at the last steps of the eviction.
Okay, so it's eviction. Okay. How about this? Because, just from a cash standpoint, it's not going to work out cash because, you're better off just throwing it on the market and selling it. But if you want a quick sale, like a cash sale, and you want to just transfer ownership and, get your price, we could talk about seller financing. Once we kind of get the condition, we could kind of have a follow-up conversation. Have you been pitched, a creative offer? And if so, what did it look like so far?
Hey, Brandon, this guy's a huge investor.
Nobody's made an offer when they can't get inside. Nobody's got the guts to stand up and say, I know how to rehab anything.
Mm-hmm.
How about you? Tell me something. Can I ask some questions about you?
Yeah, go for it.
How many rental properties do you own today?
I own I got a rental in California. I got one in Dallas. I did a flip in Philly. So I'm looking to acquire more properties. If they're not a good deal for me, I work with a bunch of partners. So, if I don't buy it, I find a buyer as well. So, it just depends on the deal and, how much capital I want to deploy.
So you got 2 rentals now.
Well, I had a flip I just sold, but as of right now, we're trying to pick up more properties out of, not in California, but more Texas, Florida, Ohio.
Okay. And how many flips have you done?
Probably about 5. I rather just do buy and holds. I feel like flips are too much downside.
That helps me to know and understand that you're for real.
Mm-hmm.
I get a lot of wannabes.
Yeah.
Call. And most of them have never looked at Zillow before, and they don't know how to do the things that you just did in the last few moments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'd love to buy the house cash, but it wouldn't work for either one of us. But I think the next step could be, if we did a creative financing, I'm willing to come up in your price. We need to figure out, like you said, the rehab. So typically, if I'm taking over a property, does the property still have a mortgage, or is it just all just foreclosure cash?
Right now, it's foreclosure cash.
Okay, so there's no debt on the property. So,
and it is going to be listed here momentarily if it isn't already.
Okay. So what I would say is listing it would for sure be a better outcome for you as profit, but some houses might sit on the market. So, if you're not in a rush to get your money out, I would say list it with an agent. But, if you're looking for a quick close, you don't want to deal with the banks and inspections and appraisals, we could do a quick, just seller finance structure deal. Typically, I'm looking to get a fairly reasonable entry as far as a down payment, just so I could kind of beat the banks and I could cash flow so I don't have to, foreclose with you. But typically,
I'll be looking on 30% minimum down.
Mm-hmm. 30%.
I don't want somebody who's going to play games.
No, it makes sense.
I want somebody who's got some skin in the game.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, 30% is really high. Typically, we shoot for 10% or lower, but that's just a lever to pull on. So if you're looking for a high down payment just to get some cash in your pocket, maybe we structure the balloon a little bit later, or maybe we figure out the payments per month maybe a little bit lower, so I could give you that higher down payment. So it just depends on the numbers. If you want a high down payment, maybe you could give me a good rate and good terms. It just depends on, what's a better situation for you. But would you say listing it would be your best choice, or would you rather have a quick sale and maybe go down this rabbit hole of seller finance?
As long as it's realistic, what do you have to use in your world? What do you use for a margin purchase margin?
Yeah, so ideally, we either buy properties that already have mortgages intact. So we just take over their mortgage, usually at 3%, 4%, nothing really higher than that. But if it's a seller that has, like you, 100% equity, we're willing to either come in at full retail or basically what the property's worth, or, if we get really good terms, we're able to pay a little bit more. It just depends on the terms. But ideally, like I said, a down payment around 10 or less percent, depending on the cash flow.
No, don't even think of it.
Okay.
It's not gonna happen.
Okay. Yeah, I would just say maybe list it.
I've
Then,
worked with too many plates.
yeah. So it sounds like that down payment is your bigger lever you want to pull on, right? That's kind of more of your concern.
If I'm gonna do seller financing, I want a strong down payment, 30%.
Yeah. Yeah, just for an investor like me, I see deals with a lot lower, but I would say list it. Then I could follow up in maybe 2 months to see, if it hasn't sold, maybe we could have another conversation on, restructuring a seller finance deal.
So you're not open to something now that.
Well, not at 30%, because, I could go,
Okay.
but yeah, I would just say list it then. And if I could just follow up in about a month and hopefully it went on the market, sold then.
Good enough.
Awesome, Dwayne. Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for calling.
Yeah, you have a great day. And if
Thank you.
anything changes, let me know. Okay, so he's asking too much down. What did you say, Caesar? Oh, I'm not manufacturing deals, Josh. Come on. I'm just pulling on different levers.
He is fully. I was just about to respond to Josh. I don't think Brandon doesn't manufacture deals. Maybe once in a while. I mean, none of us are perfect. You know what I mean? But I saw where you were going at. You were going for a seller finance deal, and you were just asking. But yeah, 30% is just way too high. But this guy, Brandon, I don't know if you still use PropStream. I guess you can. I guess you can pull it up on Privy too, right? I
don't use PropStream unless I have a deal under contract and I need it for mortgage or deed. So
on Privy, are you able to see their linked properties, like how many properties they have?
Usually, you only use Privy for like the comp. So I haven't used that tool. So you're saying public records or what?
Yeah, because if you go on, I use PropStream. I'm pretty sure Privy has a tab that's called linked properties, where you can see how many properties the owner has. And this guy has a total of 2,773 properties owned. He's got over $260,000 of loan
deeds,
but he also has $829,000 of estimated value. So he's got $565,000 of portfolio equity.
Damn.
He's got a lot of properties.
Yeah. But did you hear that? I passed the sniff test.
You did. You did a great job. Like, bro, creative financing, that's your wheelhouse. You know what I mean? Like, you gained his trust. Yeah, I don't think I would have done anything differently. Maybe I would have just asked him, whatever his name is. What's his name?
Dwayne,
Josh?
Yeah.
Or Dwayne. Would be like, Dwayne, like, why should I go to Bank of Dwayne and drop 30% when I can go to Bank of America for 20%? That doesn't make any sense. Like, would you do that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But overall, you did exactly what anyone would have done.
So I was thinking, if he wants a high down payment, which is fine, it's a property in Texas, maybe it cash flows. So yeah, of course I want the down payment lower, but the reason I push further is because it's in Texas. It could be a good property. If he is looking for a high down payment, that could do, as long as the terms are good, and maybe say, hey, we got a high down payment, but maybe every month, instead of, I don't know the numbers, but like instead of $2,000 a month, we give you $500.
Yep.
So it's just structuring the deal in a way where, if you want a high down payment, well, I'm fucking getting a low payment, and I'm going to amortize the shit out of it for like 40 years, right?
Yep.
So it just depends, But yeah, like you said, Josh, yeah, that's a high down payment. Yeah,
Very,
from a
very
bird's eye view. Yeah.
Yep.
Give me a second.
Hey, I just want to ask, not ask, still answer Audie's question because he asked earlier if we answered it. Like, how do you call a seller when they respond through text saying, "Send me an offer," or "My bottom line is X amount"?
I would say you don't give into that.
Don't
That's
give
just
in.
don't give into that.
Yep. One thing I always
Don't
say
take
is
the
like,
bait.
yeah, I always go, hey, like, let's say he says 500,000. I'm like, great, $500,000 is not a problem, but I need to make sure I'm buying a $500,000 house. So let's hop on a call. Let me learn a little bit more about your property, and I decide whether I want to buy your house for 500,000 or not. That's my response to it. And a lot of times they'll be like, okay, cool, because it's a push, right? And so if you push back, but if you push back with logic, most people would be like, okay, this guy's different. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure he sent that text to 10 other people. I'm pretty sure 7 of them just gave them their offer over the text. 2 of them pushed back a little. So you gain trust by pushing back.
Yeah, you don't want to be a pushover I think RJ says order taker. I think I'm referencing a different type of order taker. Like these sellers been called millions of times. So if you are like all the other ones that kind of give in to the objections or take the objection bait, then they know you're just like the others. But if the objection's there and the bait's there, don't take it. Like just go around it. Like I don't know. Like there's a lot of problems that people have in their head when it shouldn't be a problem. You kind of just push through it. But that comes with time. That comes with time and experience and
100%.
So during second month retail.
It does come with time. But I got to tell you though, like even when I was a newbie in this industry or when I was in sale, like I always stood my ground. Like there's got to be somewhere where you say enough's enough. Like I'm taking control of this conversation. I have, for a lot of folks that have been watching me, you guys know I have a huge patience. Like my threshold's pretty high, but there are moments when I'm like, nope, that's it. I got to take over. I don't think you need experience for that. That's just have enough confidence in yourself. At the end of the day, these guys are selling, you're buying. All right, let me call that guy that I talked to earlier, Brandon. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and lock it up at 8.
Nice.
What if it has to be at 3? Darn it.
Well, I would just do 8 and 3 later.
Yeah.
Your call has been forwarded to an...
I'll call 1 too.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 304.
I'll just give him a text.
Three, 0.
Call again. I was thinking having someone do all my follow-ups, but I don't know. How do you feel about follow-ups? Like, are you trying to outsource the follow-ups, or are you doing the follow-ups?
I'm close to wanting to do that, to outsource it.
Because I feel like the more I do follow-ups, the less focus I have on closing. It's more just like admin work.
Yeah.
3092.
Yes and no. I'm a little
It's not
different.
available.
Mm-hmm.
The mailbox is full and can.
Keep on. I'm good.
I fully understand what you're saying though.
Yeah.
But for me, it's still an income-driven activity.
Yeah.
Now, just because I'm following up, if a lead comes in, doesn't mean like, oh, I'm still gonna be like, I'm gonna pick up the lead. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and keep calling. But everyone has a different approach to that. Like some people are like, oh, it's a waste of my time. And I get that too.
Mm-hmm. I just think because I need to find a balance, like maybe buy 3 leads a day, then do follow up and just kind of like slow and steady, right? Or I buy more leads and focus on leads and I have someone else do all my follow-ups. I'm just trying to figure out, because then you have to train these people. So it's like, no.
Yep. Do you have like snippets already created on your thing? I'm pretty sure you do.
I have like notes and stuff. Yeah.
No. Snippets on your CRM for you to send text messages.
Oh yeah. Yeah. A lot of them are, I keep my follow-ups basic. Like if I talk to you and it's like, hey, I have another offer or the price is wrong. Of course, I'm going to put you in a 7, 14 or a distance, but the text I sent out is, did you sell the property yet? That's it, right? But as far as like snippets, I have a document where there's maybe 7 copy paste and that's it. Like I know where you're going with the snippets. It's just the way I flow. It's not really a lot of snippets. It's just like, did you sell? Yes or no? What's your price? Like straight to the point.
Yep.
Understand. What do you think about follow-up? Because you can get drugged down doing follow-ups and you never talk to new leads that are could be deals. So that's always like devil's advocate, right? Like you're spending too much time on follow-ups. You should call more leads. But then, I don't know.
No, 100%. 100% agree with you. All right. I'm filling out this DocuSign. I'm just going to send it to this guy.
Nice.
He either signs it or he doesn't. If he doesn't sign it, doesn't matter. If he signs it, then we move forward.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to do it and send it out.
Yeah. By the way, guys, I know this is our first episode of the Closers Den. Man, I'd love to just hear you guys' feedback on the chat below. I mean, is this good? I know Brandon and I, before we hopped on, were like, all right, Brandon, we're going to do less talking, more dialing. Obviously, as we make those calls, there are times when, hey, I think there's a good time to not necessarily debrief, but talk about a couple of things here and there, right? Whether it's what we would have done differently or answer your guys' questions. So just wanted to see, like, do you guys feel like we're chit-chatting too much? Should we do more dialing, less talking? Vice versa, whatever it is. If you guys can drop it on the chat, I'd really appreciate it, because any feedback is greatly appreciated, and it's only going to make us better, so that way we can provide more value for you guys.
Yeah, I think we're talking less, which is good, because a lot of it's we'll call, but then when we're talking right now, we're writing notes in our CRM, so it's not like we're still working, but we still want to drive the conversation. But yeah, like call, fill the CRM. Okay, the CRM's done. Now it's call. All right, that's kind of the flow we strive to be on, right?
Yep.
Okay, let me go through these messages. So I have about like 19 messages that I'm just following up with. So I'm just kind of trying to bang these out. Okay.
Dude, I'm smiling because I feel like this is the deal. Oh gosh, the contract that I'm sending, I feel like it's the same deal that Hyro JV'd with us. Hyro, I don't know if you're still on, but if you're on, you'll laugh. It's a West Virginia deal. Hyro got it for like $8,000. ARV was $140, and then we ended up selling it for $7,000 or $65,000, whatever it was. And then we had to go back to the seller and get it down to $4,000. So we ended up getting literally like either $2,000 a piece or $1,500 a piece. I forgot what the value was, but it was literally just to buy more leads.
Damn. Yeah, he's got to put it back in the system, right?
Put it back in the
Here's
system.
here's a new property.
What's today? Today's the 2nd. So I'm gonna give this guy till Saturday to sign it.
Here's a new address. Okay, so let me call, start dialing. I gotta pee.
Your call has been forwarded.
Dial again.
Voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hello, Kevin. This is Brandon Clark. I was calling about your property. Wanted to know if you ended up selling it. We chatted last month. Wanted to see if you ended up finding a buyer. If not, definitely still interested. Give me a call back, 760-823-8311. Thanks. Next one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab some water real fast, Brian. I'll be right back.
Sweet. I'll keep calling. So 4-day follow-up on that one. So this one, hey, Kevin. Hey, Kevin just called. Did you close on the property or still have it? Brandon Clark. So, hey, Kevin just called. Did you close on the property or still have it? Brandon Clark. 7-day auto or 14-day auto SMS. 21-day call. Okay, cool. January 2nd. January 2nd, 21-day call, 14-day auto. All right, cool. Okay, next one. Make sure these, yeah, these are sending. Okay, cool. Okay, next one. Okay. Okay, the serum's acting up a little bit. Okay. Okay, so this guy's named Jeff. Let's check out Street View. Lauderdale. So this is like a little shack house. Okay. Zillow. Fort Lauderdale 312. All right, cool. So I got the property. Let's call him. Jeff W.
Please leave your message. Please leave your message for.
Hello, Jeff. This is Brandon Clark. I was calling you about your property in Fort Lauderdale. We chatted last month. Just wanted to see if you ended up selling that property and finding a buyer. If not, I'm still interested. I was on vacation, but give me a call back, 760-823-8311. Thanks. Okay, so January 2nd. No pickup. Put them in a flow. Do a 21-day flow. As far as the Closer Coliseum thing, how many days a week should we go? Like maybe two or 3 days? Maybe get John on here, maybe Tyler. What do you think, Caesar?
I don't know. It's up to you, man.
Because I was thinking I could do it like every day for an hour, but like if we want to get all of us together, like you, maybe Tyler, John, and just kind of like the wholesale hotline, just have a bunch of us, like, or not a bunch, but just the key guys. Be cool to figure out like what's people's schedule like.
Yeah.
22nd, 21-day call.
I mean, what's the thing about it? Like, are we going to make calls? Or are we just going to talk about our deals? Like, what's
No, we're gonna similar to this, but I was thinking how I envision it is, going into it, we call fresh leads. So I might have 10 in the chamber, you might have 10 in the chamber. We get through our new leads first, and then maybe like hour two, we could bring people on. Like if Rainey wants to try a shot, kind of like Kill Tony, right? You get the stage. Hey, here, if you have a lead, call it. If not, we like, I was going to provide leads as far as like my follow-up leads, and just give them like, hey, here's the lead, call it. And here's your shot. So we could kind of sit back and critique and give guidance, but like the first hour could be us calling brand new leads like we're doing today. Then, the second hour could be for the viewers that could come up one by one. And if they don't have a lead, we could provide one, because I have tons of follow-up leads, and I'm pretty sure you do too. So like, hey, here's a follow-up lead. Like, just call. Pretend you're someone else, not on my team. I was thinking that's kind of like the vision I had. Because then people could watch us call new leads, but also jump on the channel and be like, hey, I want to try to close a deal. Like I need a lead. Some people just need a push, push in the right direction. I think we could kind of provide that atmosphere.
I like it.
And if anyone has any, add-ons in the chat, would love to add it, because this is just kind of ideas I have in my head right now. Okay, so let's go. So 21-day call.
I just got 4 new leads in. So.
Oh, nice. What, coupon club or fixed price?
No, I think these are property leads.
Oh, nice.
It's actually from a Titanium Folk student, or member, I should say. But he's actually kind of switching into land. He's got a lot going on right now, so he can't call them. And it's like, can you just call these people for me? And as long as I make my my money back in a little bit, some
right
camper. So I'm like, okay. So we made a deal, and I'm just gonna call these people.
What's your hold on, I got something in my head real quick.
Hold that thought. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So, what's your, as far as numbers go? Like, let's just say you have a team or I have a team and you're bringing on a closer, right? So, if you're joining a team, the team's providing you leads or providing you the software. So no out of cost for you. But if you brought on someone that's going to close the deals as a closer, and that's it, they don't have to worry about dispo and anything. You just come in, close the deal. They're closers. How much are those people paid? And because I think I have a number in my head, I just don't know like what the normal is.
Yeah. I think it depends on your skill level, right? That's one, but also two. I mean, I've talked to other folks. I mean, you were with Gigi, you said, right? Gigi Homes. I mean,
correct.
They were paying little. I don't think they were paying. I don't know exactly the number, but I think they were paying 7.5% or 10%.
I didn't even know the structure. Honestly, like in hindsight, I had no idea what I was doing as far as, like you said, the structure. But looking back, it was probably, like you said, those numbers. You just call those leads and lock them up, right?
Yeah, because you're just locking them up, right? You're locking them up. You're not doing any of the dispo. You're not doing anything. It's literally you just, as soon as the contract is in, you hand it off, right? And so for something like that, I would say 10% is
10% for a closer.
Yep, 20% maybe, if you know what I mean. Like, just negotiate and sell yourself on why you should have 20%. But yeah, because anything out over that, like you guys just got to understand, like someone that already has a team, we're paying for the softwares, we're paying for investor, like we're paying for so many different things. Like that assignment fee gets sliced in so many different ways.
Yeah, there's a lot of pies getting eaten.
There's a lot of pies getting eaten, and it's like, okay. All right, let me call this gal. Oh, I don't even know her name. Shit.
Dialed is not in service.
Well, that's not a good sign. Let me see. Did I get it right?
The subscriber you have dialed is not in service.
I'm gonna call another one. Okay.
Sweet. I'm just going through my text to call back.
Hello?
Hello, may I speak with Kelly?
This is Kelly.
Hi, Kelly. Good afternoon. My name is Caesar. I'm calling about the property, your property on Belt Road. You filled out some information on my site. Are you by any chance still looking to sell that property?
Yeah.
Wonderful. How much are you looking to get for it?
Well, I have somebody that's supposed to send me a contract today.
What was
as is for $340. So he has 2 weeks to inspect it and everything. But I told him, I said, well, look, I'm a real estate agent. If I get multiple offers, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah. Well, did you sign the contract with him already, or?
Well, I did, but everything's contingent for 2 weeks upon them coming in, and they can say no. So I'm going to take backup offers.
Yeah, you'll take backup offers, but obviously we won't be able to get in any contract until. When is the closing date on that one, on that contract?
The 29th.
The 29th. Okay, I can do
But
that.
he said within the 2 weeks, he'd either know. They're in New York, so they have to send somebody to come and look at it.
Yeah, so they need
But
2
I
weeks.
told him everything that's wrong. It's still, oh gosh, it was trash. The living room. Did I tell you about it already?
No, not at all. Tell me what you got going on over there.
3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2-car garage. Off the living room, which is all real hardwood. The hardwood in the living room needs refinished. No holes. It's lots of shimmer. But there's double French doors that go out to a big greenhouse that has a fish pond in it. And then the rest of the house is all pergo, except for the master bath is tile. So it's 3 bedroom, 2 bath. I think it's 1,700 square feet, but somebody told me it was $1,596. I said, oh, look, they've had it
Yeah.
on the house.
Yeah.
So the master bedroom they added on, and because their kid had asthma, they put all this special filtration stuff in there, and they made the bedroom bigger because he had to stay in there. But it needs. My husband has finished pulling everything off the walls and patched all the holes.
Okay.
And he's got them patched, and he started sanding them, but that's when they call them said as is. So it's ready to paint. But the kitchen floor, most of it, well, I don't know. Half of it's good, but the other half, there's a bifold door in the kitchen where the washer and dryer sat.
Uh-huh.
I guess their water just was running all over the floor for the last 6 months or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Because that closet, the wood will have to be replaced. But the rest of the floor up to the center island, I don't know. The pergo had water on it because it's separated a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what the boards look like under it. So I just stopped counting on the kitchen floor all the way, half not the way. So I'd redo that. And the refrigerator, he cut the power off and he had it loaded in the freezer and refrigerator with food. So we hauled it outside and we got a tarp on it right now, but it was covered in maggots and it's
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So everything's out and we hadn't put it back in. I think I'm going to put it in the workshop for now. Make sure it doesn't stink. And it has 3 ovens. It has a built-in oven, and then it has a freestanding oven with the glass top eyes. The bottom, it has a little oven and a big oven on that one, and then a stovetop. But the handle to open the door on the bottom oven, it's missing. So I don't know if I were buying it to fix up, I'd replace the dishwasher that works and the freestanding oven. I don't know. I might just find a handle for it. But the refrigerator, I can't guarantee on it. But all of pergo, there's no nicks or anything, just the kitchen where it's questionable. And the workshop's 2-sided. One side has a Florida attic. You could make a tiny home, guest house, something out of it. But right now it's set up. It's divided by a concrete wall with a window area that divides the two.
Uh-huh.
And the left side of it, it's a separate door from the right side. I still have stuff stored there, so I'd have to get all that out. But on the left side, a limb fell through the metal roof. So there's a small area on the roof and then one window on that side that has to be replaced. It has a pond that's stocked. The house is also fenced in separately from the whole 2 acres. And at the back of the acreage where the pond side is, there's a barn. It's like a running shed type thing because she had a horse. And it was zoned agriculture. And then I don't know, this guy that's making the offer, he said that it's zoned residential. And I said, well, no, I had to go around and get everybody to sign this petition because the girl had a horse and she wanted chickens. So everybody signed it. But I think it just got transferred from the trust to me. I think when she submitted it, she sent it in residential because it says residential now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I can back it up because if it's agriculture, I mean, you could always rezone anyway. But if you rezoned it, or if it is agriculture, you would be in heaven if you built some apartments or condos, something, because it's a mile from UT campus and hospital, and they don't have anywhere to rent anymore.
Yeah.
So it's ideal. And I lived in it when I was in college, and my daughter lived in it when she was in college. I'm only the 3rd owner. Well, my dad was the 3rd, and then he gave it to me. So it's a cute house.
Got it. Yeah. No, it is. So you inherited this property, huh?
Yeah, the 2nd owner I babysat for, and he taught at UT. He was an agricultural teacher. And the greenhouse they put on was a school project. So it actually used to have the solar panels on the ceiling, on the roof. And then it had these barrels that it heated. So I took off when I put the roof on. I took off the panels and I took off the chimney and got rid of those barrels. So it's just a greenhouse.
Got
And
it.
it's got two big open, you can roll them open too, and a separate entrance to it. But the fish pond, I know the pump's not working and the fish are gone, but hell's water, you'd have to clean it up.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you a question. Since you're a realtor and all, like, after I fix and modernize that place, how much can I sell it for?
The market's so crazy right now.
Yeah, it is.
There is no land. There is no land to buy in that area with the house.
Uh-huh.
So the two houses down from me, they bought an old house. They tore down the house and they built a mansion. And so you can't see all that type of stuff on a comp. And you don't see if something new's been built. There's a new subdivision just down the road with, no land. But those are all newer, and it's just, you can't comp. You can't comp and get it. Even my friend she's married to a appraiser. And there's no way to get a real comp. You got to go and see where it is and see. But the house needs some repairs, and it does have a newer AC unit and a new panel box with breakers outside of the house. It did just have the screw-in things for the panel, the electric, everything in the house. Well, it's still there, but the new box with the flip breakers is what uses. So I'd get rid of that old box that's in the kitchen.
Yeah.
It's got a panel and can't really notice it.
Yeah.
My husband, he replaced the faucets and caulked everything in the bathroom, but I said, where's the spout for the tub? It's a tub shower. He said, I've got it, I just didn't put it on. He's got a cap, but he has it. And then the other bathroom is really small, but it has a sink, a toilet, and a shower. Doesn't have a tub. I'd redo the bathroom and put in a tub, a jacuzzi. I think if you fixed it up, I think you could get $525 for it.
$525 for it. Okay.
And if you didn't spend a lot of money fixing it up, I know you can get $450 for a fact. Somebody already offered me $100,000 just for the 1 acre land with the pond.
Got it.
I know the thing is, it's worth it. People that want to live in that old ranch house, they want the land, and any developer would want the land.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't marketed it. It's just people saw it transferred to me, and drop-bys. Every time you're there, I get at least 2 or 3 people stopping. Are you gonna sell it? I lived in it in college, and my daughter lived in it, but it's just been a rental house.
Yeah.
So we're both old and tired of it. And this last tenant we had to evict. And I mean, he put a pool table, and it didn't damage the hardwood. The living room's the hardwood. And it has pine boards, not paneling, but it's unique. It's beautiful. But he had a pool table, and he had every neon light beer set sign you can imagine. Into those,
it was a frat party.
It was
a frat house.
And that AC unit, the controller in the house where you do it up or down, he had a permanent marker where he wrote, if you needed, too hot, drink less beer. Too cold, drink more beer. I mean, he was engaged in the 3 years he was there, and then that last year he was there and didn't pay me rent. It became a pool hall.
Yeah.
But the hardwood's fine. It needs resurfaced pretty bad. It doesn't have big scratches or anything. It's just not glossy anymore.
Yeah. Well, can I ask you a question? What's the I mean, you said 450, 500. Did you guys find comps in that neighborhood, like in that range, or is that just a guess? Just
that's mainly a guess.
Got it.
Because nowhere has 2 acres. How do you compare it?
Yeah.
And a pond. My dad went through hoops to get that pond. and he has a flow over at the back of it. I mean, it's a legal pond. It used to have a pump in the middle that sprayed real pretty, and it had a walkout dock. And that's not there anymore. The paddle boat's still down there, though, and it's stocked with fish.
Got it. Okay. I'm just looking around here. Now, you said you had a tenant in there. How much was he paying per month?
He's been there 4 years, pre-pandemic, and I never changed his rent. If you were renting the house today and make them sign something, they're not going to fall in the pond and drown if they're let to use it. I'd say you'd get $23.50.
$23.50.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You might could get more. I mean, I have a printout. I get once a month from Realty Executives, our firm, on what's the rent in Halls and Blount County and Knoxville, that area. So I just got one, and there's nothing on there. Well, there's nothing with land, and most of them you can't have pets. But what was I gonna say? Oh, my friend that does appraisals, her husband. I mean, you look at the big house that got built, you look at the new subdivision around there, and then you figure somebody was going to give me $100,000 for an acre. Then, I mean, you'll have to kind of come up with your own.
Yeah.
But I'm selling it as is, so I don't care what somebody says. It's the price it is.
Well, I mean, I like buying properties as is, so I think you're talking to the right guy. I just need to make sure that it makes sense for me. Now, let me ask you, as far as the rehab goes, to modernize that place so that I can sell it for $450, like you say, how much do you think I need to sink in there?
I don't know about the kitchen floor, but I mean, the kitchen floor, the roof's okay, and the AC's newer, the water heater's newer. I have 2 panels to replace that a limb fell through on the greenhouse. And there's a cut across the paved driveway that KUB did to put in city water, city sewer, and they never went back and patched it. So it just has gravel in it. But I called them last week, and they said, we'll see what we can do about, they're over there working like crazy on Idaho Highway. Just bring by some extra pavement, stick it there. So she might not. But we bought the concrete. It's in the garage. We were going to do it ourselves.
Yeah.
I think, the ones that are making the offer, he plans on going in the kitchen and putting in the recessed lighting and tearing out a whole wall to open it up from the kitchen to the main living room. Right now, there's just a partial half-up wall, and he's going to take that out, open it all the way, which, I don't know. I kind of like it with the window. You could make it bar, but it has a center aisle that has the bar area now. The bottom cabinets are good. They're oak. The upper cabinets are the metal ones, but they match the bottom. I would paint them white and keep the oak color on the bottom. I would replace the dishwasher. It works. I'd probably replace the freestanding stove, not the built-in one.
Yeah. And if I were to take a guess, this is pretty dated, right?
Here's what he's figuring. He is figuring on spending to do all the recessed lighting and a lot of changes to the walls and stuff. And really good landscaping, which that's everything. So he said he's planning on spending $40,000. I would not take $40,000 unless he's really taking out a lot of walls, and if he has to redo the ceiling to do the recessed lighting, which I wouldn't do. It's got a huge fluorescent one over the bar, and then it's got a smaller light where I have a china cabinet there, but somebody else once had a smaller, just a kitchenette table sitting there with a separate light.
Absolutely.
So I would say if we were going to fix it up the rest of the way, it's ready to pay. He's patched on the hole. So there's a little more sanding. If we were going to finish fixing it up, like even painting the cabinets, and there's not that much left. And I don't know what they charge to refurn it or to re-sand down the hardwood. Okay, but I have no idea what things cost.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
windows, they have their original wooden windows on most of the windows, but they all have newer windows on the outside. So you have 2 windows, and they'd be pretty if you replaced
Man, this
all the
lady can
windows.
talk.
And that guy he was planning on doing that.
Is
Got an
it more retail or what?
replacing all the windows in that house. They said
Well,
a double
these
pane
guys are
plus
not going to
triple
close.
pane
These guys are idiots.
is a good company, and
They lock it up at 40.
one says buy one get one.
It ain't
free.
happening. So I'm gonna
Well,
ask
there's
her
still buy one get one
when's
free
the
for
closing
that.
date.
You need windows.
Oh, it's
Mhm.
14 days from today, so 2 weeks from
It's
now.
gonna be like $10,000.
All right, I'm gonna put you guys on mute again.
So we weren't gonna do that.
Yeah, no, I can
I
understand.
don't know. I mean, we could finish it the way we would finish it, probably for another 8,000. Because your doors are fine. They're missing the bifold doors in the master bedroom. Are missing. I don't know if they're in the workshop. We hadn't really started in the workshop yet.
Yeah. Have you?
But
Just curious, Kelly. Do you have any pictures by any chance of the property?
I've had very, very few on my cell phone, and I told a couple other people said they want more of the bedrooms in the workshop too.
Can you send those
And
over
I
right now
told
by
them,
any chance? Would you be able to text it over to
yeah,
me while we're talking?
yeah, I can.
Yeah, I just want to get a better idea because while we're talking, I've been looking at the comps in the area. Okay. Now
You'll probably come up with 300 something. If you don't count the land.
No, I didn't. I'm pretty good at this thing. My ARV has a 4 in front of it, so I don't think you're that far off when you say 450. 520, you're way far off. You were in Mars. That's not
I'd
gonna.
say 425. I would
Well, there you
list
go.
it for probably for 540, and then I would take 450.
Yeah. So just to let you know, right? Like what I'm looking at right now, while you're sending those pictures over, one of your neighbors.
What is your where do I send it to?
Yeah, just send it to my.
You're calling my home number. I don't ever answer this phone because for some reason I have today.
Oh, look at that. That might be Faith. All right. My
here's your my phone number. My cell is 865.
Oh, do you want to? So you mentioned that you're under contract right now for 340, and the closing date on that is in 2 weeks.
No, they have 2 weeks to go in and do their whatever they want to do, and then if they come up with something, because it's as is. But if they go in and I've told them what needs fixed and what it's in it, and so if they go in and there's something more like, hey, your roof's been leaking, which it's not. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yep.
And then they have their 2 weeks to get their inspection done, and they can cancel if they don't.
If they don't, okay. But what's the close of what's the closing date on the contract?
It's in 30 days from today.
Oh, okay. So you just signed it today.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Now, while you're
gonna make a change, it says it's in Kelly. It says it's Kelly Stansbury. That's the new name solely.
Yeah.
So he's got to change a couple of things.
Question for you: while you're sending these over to me, what's your main goal here? Do you want to sell this as quickly as possible, or do you want to get the highest? I guess my question is: are you looking for the highest offer, or are you looking for an offer that you can count on?
Well, I want rid of it because I don't want to have to go in there and pay.
Yeah.
But his is a fair offer for all that land in that house, and he's spent on $40,000 to repair. It will not cost $40,000 to repair it. Oh, I forgot. I took pictures when it was.
Yeah, but when you say $40,000 or less, are you talking about just to repair to get it rent ready? Are you talking about
to polish it? Because he's going to replace all the appliances. He's going to put in recessed lighting in the kitchen. He's going to tear out 2 walls. He's gosh.
And you're at 1521 square feet, right? Or 1700 square feet?
They say it's 1596, but I think it's 17 because they get added on to the back bedroom. Their kid had asthma, and they added on and had all the special stuff in there. And the greenhouse, I took off the greenhouse panels and the barrels, got rid of them. So the greenhouse is just a normal greenhouse now, not solar power, solar heated. And we took out the solar water heater and put in a different electric one. Let's see.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Were you able to send those pictures by any chance?
I'm looking for them. I take so many pictures.
All
I
right.
do have a picture. I do have a picture of the laundry area, which is horrible. I'll send you those because you will need to fix that floor in the closet. I think you can tell pretty good those two pictures. And then I don't know about the rest of the kitchen. It looks all right on most of it, but some of the boards right outside of where the washer was are the pergo panel, little sheet things, and they got separation in them now. So I can't tell you about any boards under that side.
Yeah. Yeah. You haven't sent the pictures yet, though, right? Or have you?
No, I'm checking them. Here's the AC.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Here's the back of the shed, front of the shed. Well, we took out the windows and boarded them up to the shed. I'll send you that picture too. I think the shed's probably about 700 square feet because it's floored on the top level on the right side. I've got all these pictures. That would be the perfect guest house or tiny house. And you could have the bedroom upstairs. I've got tons of pictures. Or you could do a screened-in area from the back of the kitchen where you go out that door. There's a sidewalk from there to the workshop. I would make that a big screened-in room. The big entertainment area. It looks out over the pond.
Yeah.
And one of the neighbors, he's single. He's older. His name's Tim Allen. I said, really? Are you joking? And then the other neighbor, he used to have, I don't know him that well. He used to have these German Shepherd dogs that, I hated them. And when my daughter lived there, his 4-foot fence did not keep them out of the pasture. So my dad went back and put in a 6-foot fence. Next to his.
Yep.
And he didn't have any dogs now. They all died. I'm just scrolling.
Well, Kelly, while you're doing that, I looked at some of the properties in your neighborhood. And I think there's a high chance that I'm going to be your backup buyer. And I say that because there's a high chance that those guys are going to come back to you and they're not going to be able to perform at 340. I'm just being transparent. I always tell people I'm not a bicker. I don't
work out if he's saying $40,000. Oh my gosh! I mean, he's only going to make maybe $100,000.
No, he's not even going to make 100. He got it off you at 340. You said. Yeah, you don't even want to know how much he's making because he's not.
I need to put all these pictures on the device and print them. Do you want me to send you a picture of the shed?
Yeah, sure.
The barn. It's not a real barn. It's like a run-in area.
Yeah.
She had it as a barn on one side, and she had doors and walls because she had her hay in it. But the other side's just a clear run-through.
Any pictures you can send.
My Volkswagen Big Bug that was in it, though.
Yeah. I mean, I really care more about like the interior and the exterior.
This one map thing, it's highlighted where you can see the house and the.
I swear, sometimes I feel like I'm on mute. She just keeps going.
That plus
Right.
land. I am more than I thought.
But I really need to know what, because those guys are going to come back to her for a huge price drop, and they're not going to close on it. And that's the only reason why I'm staying on the phone with her.
Do you live in Knoxville?
No, I do not. and you don't want to know. I'm from the
Midway bestowed.
yeah, I'm in the communist country of California with Governor Hair Gel over here.
Here's the back of the house with the greenhouse. Here's front of the house. And this front of the house, you can see where there's just gravels in that cut in the driveway. The living room, the back area, outside of the kitchen, when you go out the back door, there's an entranceway there, and it has the water heater behind the door on one side, and then it has a FIFO door that has shelving on the other side, just for storage.
Got it.
And
were you able to send some already? Because I'm looking and I don't see any.
And the field, you can't see the pond. Well, you can kind of see the pond in it. It has bamboo growing really good at one part of the property.
Kelly?
I think it's pretty, but I'd keep it contained where it is. Okay, tell me if you get it. I just sent it.
You just sent it over? Okay. Let me.
So all that plastic vinyl fencing is just laying up against the back of that workshop. And then she had a chicken coop. It's concrete flooring with blocks around it. And it used to be a coop. Like a nice patio. Oh, and in the middle of the workshop, between those two walls, you can see on the front there's this round silver thing. Well, it's empty, but it used to contain, it's really, really big, and it used to contain the gas or propane because they had a stove in the hallway that was fueled by that. And it's not there anymore. I took off the chimney. That's one of the walls they want to take down because where that fireplace sat was in front of that wall. So there is a metal popping chimney in the wall. So I don't know about taking out the wall, but they're going to.
Hey Kelly, what's your area code? Because I'm not seeing anything. Where is it coming from? What's the phone number?
Did you get it?
Kelly, can you hear me?
Are you there?
Kelly, can you hear me? Kelly. Hello. I don't know what happened there, but let me give her a call back.
Hello?
Hey Kelly, I heard everything you said all the way up to, are you there? And I was talking, I was like, why can't she hear me? And it's funny because I have my partner over here and I was like, I don't think she can hear me because I was asking you questions while you were talking and you just kept going. I'm like, man, what is going on in here? I'm like, this lady's rude. I know.
Go through the pictures, go down here's this and there's that.
I know.
I guess you just don't let me ramble here.
What's your phone number? Where is it coming from? Because I'm not seeing it. No, I understand. I said, you texted it to me. So where is it coming from? What phone number?
Oh,
Okay. I am waiting.
One other thing that doesn't work is over, you can see the built-in black oven. Then you can kind of see the white stovetop oven with the glass top. Above it, it's a regular old vent fan for the stove.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it pops up and goes out, but it's not working.
What number did you, Kelly, what number did you text it to? I just want to make sure because I'm not receiving it.
415-579-3026.
3026, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It doesn't say delivered yet.
Yeah. Okay. So that's probably
pictures.
why.
20 pictures. And the only one I have of the inside living room, it shows you what the hardwood floor looks like. It's just not as shiny as it should be. But it shows you the double French doors that go out to the greenhouse.
Yeah,
I'll have
yeah.
to use the rest of it. The living room is humongous.
Well, Kelly, why don't I do this? For some reason it hasn't arrived. So once I get them, maybe I can give you a call back. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're still under contract with these guys, right? So I'll probably want to check in with you 2 weeks from today and see how things are.
Well,
if
you want to go ahead and make me an offer, I can tell them, look, I've got another offer if you want to speed it up. Or
Yeah, but I'm telling you, there is a high chance I might be willing to bet that those guys are going to come back and they're going to be way too high. That number is way too high. From an investor point of view, you don't make any money at 340. So my offer is not going to be higher than that. So I'd rather have them follow through and get it across the finish line. Now, in the small off chance, and I'm being nice when I say that, but in the small off chance that they don't follow through, I'd be more than happy to reconnect with you and see what we can do here, because I am interested in that area. It's just yeah. Your pictures just arrived. Yep, it just came through.
The picture of the back of the house with the greenhouse, that's not right. I mean, you can see the back of the house from there, but the greenhouse has been redone, and that chimney is not there anymore. I redid the roof.
Yeah, yeah.
So
okay. All right. Well, I'll wait for these pictures to come through. Go ahead.
Here's my other offer. Somebody's already offered me that walks in the neighborhood and loves that property. They've already offered me $100,000 for just the land, which is at least an acre. And then the house is fenced separately. I don't want to sell them separately because the whole beauty of that whole thing is there's 2 acres of, you can't get land anymore. And they're not building anymore. But they've offered me the $100,000. But somebody else has already sent me a contract that I did not sign for $225. They actually ended up sending me a check, and I haven't done anything with it. So I didn't sign anything with them. I think it's probably not
funny. Someone offered $225. Look what I have for the buyer.
180.
Remind me that's
no.
And then the $100,000.
Oh, 205. Yeah.
But I really, really want to sell it all together.
Yeah, 70K. That's.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. Yeah, let's just see what happens with those guys. If they come through with 340, man, you got yourself one hell of a deal. I think that's great. But if they don't make it line, I'll let you know why they didn't. And my offer would be a lot lower than 340. So let's see what they can do. Well, the land, I understand the land is great, but here's the thing. Here's one property that's one of your neighbors, okay? And by the way, I've got like 10 minutes left, so I'll kind of, I don't mean to rush you, but I have a meeting that I have to go to. But here's a property that has 1 acre or 1.5 acres, 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 2,060 square feet, ready to move in, right? Can you add more things on there? Yeah, but it's almost market. It's pretty much market ready, right? It's ready to move in, and it's selling for $420,900 to be exact. But that property has been on the market for 66 days. It ain't moving. Now your neighbor down the street from you got sold on August of this year for $399,950. This one is very similar to yours because it's 3/2/1751. Now, granted, the lot is a lot smaller, right? And so here's the deal. If I put this on the market after I fix it, I'm probably going to sell it. If that house is still on the market for 420, I'm probably going to put it on the market for 420 and I'll take 400 for it. Just because I'm in the business of moving properties, I'm not in the business of babysitting them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to move faster than the other guy who's hard-headed about his price, you know?
Yeah.
So that said, whether it's 400 or 420, if I offer you 340, I ain't making any money because I got to worry about my closing costs when I sell the property, which you're a realtor, and I got to worry about all the carrying costs that I have to carry between now and when I sell it, which probably won't happen until March time. And so, you know what I mean? Like I got to back all of that into it. So my value will not be anywhere near 340. And that's why I asked you earlier, are you looking for an offer, for the highest offer, or are you looking for an offer that you can count on?
No.
Yeah, because you can count on me. I can close in 14 days. I don't need 2 weeks, and then I don't need 2 weeks due diligence, and then closing. I'll close on it in 2 weeks time. I'll buy the property as is. I'll pay cash for it, right? I'll pay all the closing costs, no realtor fees, but I do need to have a discount because I got to make some money. And I don't try to get rich off of one deal. I have a very simple model, just dollar in, dollar out. I just got to keep the lights on. So if I put in $40,000 of rehab, I expect to get $40,000 of profit. If I put in 70,000, then I'm expecting $70,000 of profit, right? It's just for me to keep my lights on. I do multiple deals a month. I'm not trying to get rich off one deal, but it's just got to make sense for me. And so when I make my offer, they're fair and it's something that you can count on. But I know there's a lot of wahoos out there that will lock you up at a higher price, and then they'll come back and say, oh, so, I need to do this, I need to do that, and I actually need to be a lot lower. You know what I mean? And then, so for me, like, I'd rather just have you have a pretty good offer on the table. You're already under contract. Let's talk in 2 weeks. I mean, if they can't perform, then you would know that they're way overpriced, right? Because just to be honest with you, they're not the end buyers, right? The people that you're dealing with, they're not the end buyers. They're looking for an end buyer right now in the next 2 weeks, in the next 14 days. And if they can't find an end buyer, that means they're going to rip the contract. If they can't find an end buyer, that means not a single local investor would pay $340,000 for that house. And if not a single local investor would pay $340,000, there's no way in hell I'm going to pay $340,000 for it either, because then that just makes me a spender, not an investor.
Okay. Okay. Well, what is your name?
My name is Caesar. And like I said, add me to your contact list. I will reply to your text. Add me as Caesar Cash 14, because I can pay cash and I can close in 14 days. But I'll have a talk with you once. If they don't make it to the finish line, then let's have a serious conversation, and I'll make an offer, and then we'll close in 14 days. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Kelly. Appreciate it. Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Guys, that was the longest call I've ever had. I'm sure I've had longer ones. I don't know, man. That one I probably should have cut off half an hour ago. But I just know these guys they're not gonna make it, dude. They offered her $340,000. Look at these numbers that I have on here.
There's no way.
And I just showed you guys, right? This is a perfect comp. This is down the street from her. Got sold for $400,000. Practically identical. The only difference is this only half an acre, and she's got 2 acres. So the other property is this. It's 2 acres or 1 acre. Selling for $420,000, but it's been on the market for 66 days.
Yeah, and they just got her locked up and got her hopes up.
Yeah, and so right here, ARV 420, dude. I'm thinking my ARV. I can put it at 420 because I have 2 acres instead of 1. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you fix that place up, you can go, hey, I'll go toe to toe with a guy that has less acreage than I do. You know what I mean? So 420, I'm okay with. But she's saying less than 40,000. The way she described it, it was a frat house. You know what I mean?
Like 40K would be like if it was dated but still good shape.
Yep. So I'm looking at a $70,000, right? It's between 60 and 8 and 76. So I'm looking at $70,000 rehab. So I'm gonna need to be. I like this. I can probably offer 190. Let's see. That's 20%.
How much did she want at first?
Well, she said 340 because that's what she got locked up for.
Oh hell no! Was it ARV?
Yeah, 420.
No.
It's right there. But it's funny because someone wrote her a check for 225.
Mm-hmm.
So we know we have an end buyer at 225, and look at what my contract price to buyer here is 215.
It's the same, yeah.
You get what I mean? So as far as I'm concerned, I think my underwriting here is right dead on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but that's where I need to be. I would need to be at 190 to get this thing sold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sounds like she has a price in her head and she doesn't know the numbers behind it. So that one's just a follow up in a few weeks to see if they performed or not, right?
Yep.
And in the chat, Lexa said, if I had her under contract, you wouldn't be able to touch the deal. I go after people that are under contract all the time because you're betting on the fact that they're not going to close. So Caesar was just building his credibility. So when that does happen, which it will, they're going to cancel the contract. She knows who to reach out to. So it's not like a wasted conversation. A lot of times people will call you back because you should tell them like, oh yeah, Brandon, you're actually right. Or Caesar, you're actually right. Like everything you told me, canceling the contract, needing to be lower. They did that. So then they're going to lean on you, right?
Yep. And that's what I'm betting on. And that's the reason why I stayed longer, because there's enough meat on the bone here. It's in Knoxville. It can sell. It just has to be in the right price. And I just got that line from John yesterday. I was on the phone with him for like half an hour, just chit-chatting with him. And he got that line from someone else. Is like, are you looking for the highest offer? Or are you looking for an offer you can count on?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because you can go for the highest offer all the time, and you can get your heart broken every single time. But if you're looking for something that you can count on, we need to be at this, at a much lower number.
Right.
So yeah, sorry guys, I hijacked that one. Brandon, I'm pretty sure you had other people to call on, but I wanted to stay on there because there are times when you take you hang in there for a little bit longer. You know what I mean? Now, does it mean like I'm going to close her later? If she gives me a shot, there's a high chance that I will. But that's the risk that we take. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, totally.
That said, guys, we have a titanium implementation call. Brandon, I don't know if you're going to do it because I know you've been.
I'll jump on it. When is it now?
It is now at 1 o'clock.
I'll jump on it.
Yeah, so
after too.
This was the first episode. Hopefully this was good for you guys. Leave your biggest takeaway in the comments. Obviously subscribe if you found this to be valuable. Smash that like button. You guys have my Instagram there, Brandon. We're always here to help, and I'll definitely do this maybe once or twice a week, and I'll continue to do my daily live calls. And as Brandon hops back onto the game, I'll be part of his closer Coliseum.
Yeah, we can chat more about it later too. But yeah, I'll see you in the RJ call.
All right, wonderful. All right, guys, have a good one. See y'all tomorrow.